nose and hack. Woo-ha, got the world infected. So throw that cough up in your arm, don't ever disrespect. Woo-ha, got the world infected. Coronavirus up in the place. True indeed. Caught the sickness, that's word on my seed. It's guaranteed to make you sick as me. One sniffle, everybody got the disease. Wake up every morning with the fever in a wheeze. Nationwide panic, now a world stampede. Yes, I licked the paper when I rolled up the weed, then I laughed when you passed it back to me. Yo, it's about to get you. Set speed, peace to social gatherings, schools and groceries. The virus knocked you out like Apollo Creed. Body aches, sniffly nose making you sneeze. Spread through the air, mask up and take heed. So much inflammation, oh boy, you can't breathe. Oh, you can read about the pure breed. Do Corona dance like you ate a pepper seed. When I step up in the place, I make Corona spread. Whoa, hi, got the world infected. I got that deep chest cough that make your lungs collapse. Whoa, hi, got the world infected. And you know we come through to blow our nose and hack. Whoa, hi, got the world infected. Throw that cough up in your arm, don't ever disrespect. Whoa, hi, got the world infected.
Hi, this is Randy, all the way from Sunnyvale Trailer Park, and you're listening to the South of the Straits show on YouTube. Woohoo!
You go back to Washington. You got it? Get fucked.
Alright, got it.
Are you done?
Got me.
Are you done?
Yeah, bro.
I'm done.
Let's go. Let's go. Good fight. Here you go. Glad you guys got that fucking settled.
That's how you do it, brother.
It's downtown Interlaken right there.
He was like, you done? He's like, you got me, bro. Let's get out of here before the cops come.
Yeah.
Good fight.
Good fight,
And
man.
they shook
Right
out.
on, bro. Thanks, man.
That's
That's
awesome.
cool. That's awesome, man. Hey, welcome
That's
in,
how it
everybody.
should be done right there.
That's the way every fight should be handled. Yeah. Just get it out of your way, and then just shake it off and go about your separate ways. Because I mean, either way, somebody's going to die at
those
some
dudes
point.
were in traffic. They knew the cops
There's going to
were
be
coming.
death coming, and cops.
You know,
are coming,
sometimes
and-
guys just want to fight. They don't need the cops involved. No one's getting that badly hurt.
Right,
We're
right,
doing a
right.
couple of punches, a little assault each other.
Chill out,
We're both
chill out,
agreeing
man.
to the assault.
Nothing
We
to
both
worry about.
entered into contract for the assault.
That's
We've
right.
both decided that we're good with this assault. So leave us the fuck alone.
We're men.
two
We're
adults.
handling it like we felt
Why
like
can't
handling
a
it.
motherfucker fight if
Why
he
can't we
wants
just talk without HR being involved? Okay, you know, why does HR got to come in? Fuck you, dude. Like we got this. You
Just
know,
saying,
like
bro.
I don't want to go to
Those-
jail.
those
He doesn't want to
guys-
go to jail. There's nothing
Yeah,
there.
They
You know,
handled
like
that shit. They handled
Yeah.
it right.
Yeah.
I say hats off. Good fight, sir. Yes, that was it.
yes, Sideshow Native Dan Straight here with the South of the Straits show.
Yo.
As every Sunday at 7 p.m.
I do this like every time I take a drink.
Wait, you would start coughing?
Yes, I just
are
like-
you inhaling the
I must
pop?
be a little bit.
I forgot my pop on the table out there. I got my my bubbly out there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. We got
7 o'clock is when
7
we
o'clock
load it
usually.
up.
We get rolling, and we
get going.
tonight on the show we don't really have the most. We were gonna. I mean, we got a cool guest actually. You know, I mean, we're gonna be chatting with. Of course, we're gonna be chatting with Kyle Aris of the obscured state of mind, obscured state of Michigan, obscured state of it's like he's obscured state of everything for the most part. Like obscured everything is
He's in an
obscured, man.
obscured state.
Yeah. So yeah,
No,
we're going to
that's-
chat
no,
with him
dude, you gotta check him
about
out.
what he's got going on, like filmmaking and stuff like that, some producing of podcasts,
Absolutely, yeah.
music videos and stuff.
Producing
Like
some
I love what the guy's doing because it's similar to what I'm trying to get into. You know, like I'm trying to kind of get this place over here at AV Studios. We're trying to get this all up and running here and ready to roll, and we've been doing that all actually.
Yeah.
yeah, let me see if I can pull this up here real quick.
I mean, there's some shit up and
everybody.
running. Look, we got.
Can show you what the Stooge is looking like out there. This is where we want to be setting up all the bands so that the bands can perform and do their live streams. I've got the
Some different camera angles.
different camera angles and all that shit that's set up here.
That's just like on a random switch through the Candom.
Yep. So
Random switch through the Candom.
Random switch through the Candom, Dan. That's what
Slammed
it is. Periodically. What was it? Terrible mathematical hassle.
It's a hassle. It's a mathematical, beautiful lips on your asshole. we were doing some rapping like Eminem impression, but throwing some fucking Joe Pesci. What the fuck you getting next to me? Oh, what? Oh,
sorry
look
about
at
that.
you.
Joe Pesci getting next.
Mixed
yeah,
with
yeah.
Eminem, we thought
mixed
it
with
was funny.
Eminem. Yeah, it was funny.
good. We were
But
just
I got
rapping
the
for hours doing it. We couldn't stop doing it. We couldn't. We just fucking ruined it.
It was ridiculous.
That was bad. That was bad. Anyway, no.
But we got the stage all set up. I got the stage all set up tonight,
yeah.
Dan. You know, because
saw
we
that.
had you were supposed to.
We had a possible
There's
guest.
gonna be a guest. It was gonna be somebody coming in to.
I think dude ended up.
The stage is so cold. It's so cold
Busy or
in the
something.
D.
How the fuck do
We're
we
supposed to keep peace.
Alright.
We can't say the rest because we're.
But that's a
we're-
good. That's a
we're
good one.
white
I like
guys.
that one blew up. That blew up. That's
What?
some Michigan shit right there.
That
That's
is
all I'm
actually
saying.
some. You know what? I talked to that lady. I had gotten in contact
I know,
with her,
I know. I was like,
and I got
"You're
the
on the
messages.
show,
I
dude."
think still, dude. I should just blow off and fucking because she never got back with me. Like
And
she.
then leave it alone, man. I mean, we're not gonna write off the messages we got from her.
Yeah,
mean,
but I did.
But it is
I did
funny that
speak
you
with her.
had, yeah.
I did actually contact her. I almost got an interview with her. And I just wanted to know, like, was it Beavis and Butthead that made you famous? You know, like, without anything, what was it Beavis and
She
Butthead?
was on Beavis and Butthead, and they were like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's so cold in the day.
That was freaking good, man. We were this close to getting her on the show too. She was
Yeah.
like, but she kind of felt like we were trying to make fun of her, you know.
Right. I didn't want to
mean,
make fun of her. I wanted to know what
But
she's got
here's the
going on
thing, like,
nowadays.
she takes herself as this like serious artist, bro. Like she made some real music or something.
Well, yeah, she
Okay,
did. This was
all
what
right?
that was her
so
thing.
she was
yeah.
like, "I'll come on as a true artist,"
yeah.
but it's like, well, how can we do that without like playing that shit? You know, and
We
when
gotta
play
bring
that
up
shit,
the past,
People
yeah.
are gonna be like, "What the
This
fuck?"
is
Even
where you
Beavis
came
and Butthead.
from. You know, like
This is where you came from. She probably wouldn't even have wanted to talk about it at all. Like, I'm way past that shit. I'm on some other shit now.
Dude, that's
right?
something
But,
to
like,
make a living off of. You
I would've-
fucking
yes.
dude. Yes, I
She
am
should
the
put,
fucking
like-
lady. I'm the lady that
I wonder
fucking
how
did
many
that
copies
song.
of that shit sold for real, though,
No,
bro.
I bet millions. I bet she
Can I
got-
buy? Can I
I
buy?
bet
a
it got
copy
warm
of
in the
that
D,
song?
dude. It got fucking warm as shit down there.
It's
She
so
lays the
cold
fucking
in the
jacket.
D.
I mean, she
How the
was
fuck
fucking.
do we supposed to keep peace? With Solomon's mind, making it
Sing. I'm like, come on, sing it, Dan.
You know, I mean, I got respect. I'm trying to be
You
respectful.
can't sing it. You're
but
not
it's
allowed
just like,
to.
It's the song is funny, man.
silly.
People, she's got to know that. But I think it's conflict because she really wants to be an artist, or she really is an artist. you know?
Maybe she is.
She identifies as an artist at least.
Yeah.
We see it differently when we watch it. We're like, oh, okay.
Right. We saw it comically. I mean, growing
Right.
up, it was
I
like,
think
what the
everybody saw
fuck?
it comically, bro. I don't think it was just us that saw it that way. So
Well,
we
listen
would
to
be in
the.
a conundrum.
Have
man.
you ever listened to the actual production of that song? Like what it actually sounds like? Like it's fucking terrible, dude.
Yeah.
It's the worst
Yeah, it's bad. But
put
you know,
together just ghetto
yeah.
type shit that
Imagine
I've ever heard of.
imagine the conundrum we would be in by
And
having
that's
her on
one
because
reason,
we wanna,
folks.
We don't want
That's-
to offend her because she's on our
Right.
show. She's gonna flip the frick out on
Oh,
us. you
well,
know?
the chances of any of that ever happening is done, anyways. So, but
She was like, no, she pulled the plug. She knew
Yeah, she
that
pulled the plug
She knew
and
we
we-
couldn't. She knew the conundrum is what I'm trying to get at. She knew what it was.
Right.
She knew she couldn't come on the show without us being like, so.
So yeah,
You know what I mean?
Beavis and Butthead. You know, it's so cold in the
let's
D.
talk about this shit.
I mean, we wouldn't be talking to you otherwise. Why
But then
would
it
we?
would be
What
like,
would
okay,
we
well,
talk
we're just
to
gonna
her
play
about?
a clip of it, and then we'd play it, and then come back from the clip, and we'd all just be like, Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we
Just
wouldn't
be
even
like,
know what to say. We'd be. I would just be like. I wouldn't even hold back at that point. And then she'd be like, I knew it. I came on this. I knew that's what it was about.
Little tiny hands.
All right, man. What do we got going on
Tonight,
dude?
like I said, we were going to be chatting with Kyle Harris. Kyle from the Obscured State of Everything. About what he's got going on down there, you know, like things that are coming up maybe and stuff. Because I like I like what he's doing with the music promotion area, you know, like it's another promotion. He's promotion. He's trying to help the Michigan music scene, and that's you know, like another buddy in the fucking in the
We're all
band.
in the struggle.
I've
You know
reached
what I
out
mean?
many times to other podcasters and podcasts to, you know, a little bit of cross promo for one, but at the same time, we like to, I like to pick their minds. I like to find out what they've got going on and how they operate their whole system, you know.
I like to do stupid things. Like, I'm not endorsed by Red Bull or anything, but I would like to endorse their
man.
product and say, look at this new one that
I need
came
my
out.
fucking water.
Strawberry apricot. It's ridiculous good. Have you guys had that one yet? I mean, I like the watermelon one. That's good if you've had that. Yeah, just watermelon. And then this one's pretty good too. Dragon fruit, but you know, the one I really liked was the pomegranate. And it's not out anymore. Like, what's going on, bro? Are they selling it in another state? Everybody down in Lower Michigan, let me know. Are they selling it shit in Indiana?
No more palm for you. So we're going to be chatting with, Kyle. Also, Michelangelo, he sent us a new music video or something. I don't know if it's a music
We
video.
haven't watched it.
We haven't watched this yet. We have no fucking idea as
It's
to what
like
it's going to be.
story
It's
time or
like
something.
The
with
weirdest.
Michelangelo. It's his art.
Yeah, well, I always like to kind of be surprised by everything, you know. Like as soon as I started watching it, I was like, "Oh, where is this going?" You know, like, but it's Michelangelo's art. It totally is, and it's the way that he kind of projects, I think, his mind into the words like the images that he's seeing in his mind are being felt to you to the extent that you can see it, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's
Man.
I really do.
They're the images that are trapped inside of his mind.
They're coming out into
Bleeding out of.
this
How
is-
would he explain it? He'd be like, "Through the images inside my mind, bleeding out of every pore that will into the foundations of the universe," something like that.
Yes, exactly.
Well, so we'll see what that's about because he makes like these animations. I guess that you could call them animations that go along with it. He works very hard on them.
He makes these little drawings. He makes
drawings.
Makes drawings out of makes the drawings with the
With the storytelling.
storytelling. Yeah.
What's going on with you? What are you doing over there? Like, are you
Fucking
paying
with shit.
attention?
I'm always fucking with
You're like,
things.
here
like,
goes
you know.
along with it.
Yeah,
Totally lost it. Oh my god.
Hey, ADD, man. This is
I
the shit
guess.
that fucking happens.
Something got
man.
your attention and it was over.
Yeah,
There
I was
was no
just
more.
fucking gone.
Nate has, with the ADD, learned how to autopilot for the most part. Like, he can throw it on autopilot and words just come out.
I wish you could have seen
but
that.
He
I just
can continue.
I just
clipping
about drank my mic. I was like trying to go to take a sip.
You're paying attention to something else. You're yeah. So ADD is so bad.
So bad.
But it's okay. It's okay, bro.
But
It's okay.
we are yeah. Let's see. It's 7:14 right now. So we got Kyle is scheduled for 7:30, and we, you know what, he actually sent us a lot of
Have
videos.
you noticed something about this besides? I want to get back
Your
to the Kyle
butthole?
thing, but
What?
with this lighting, it gives me like a Hitler stash with the shadow. I just noticed that.
That's so funny.
Hitler! Oh, no, you went and did it, didn't you? Okay, hand to God, there it is. Hand on the Bible, okay. It's going to be an amazing show, Nate. I really know it will, okay? I know
Don,
it'll be
are we
amazing.
Are we gonna chat with Kyle? When we chat with Kyle, would you be interested in chatting with Kyle tonight?
Of course. Of course.
That's
That's all you need to know,
What's
okay?
a tattoo on your wrist, Don?
That's all you need to know, okay? Don't worry about what's under the suit, okay? I really don't like your attitude, Nate. I think that, frankly, it's, Oh, then you do that. Yeah.
That's the way we do it.
We're doing this shit tonight. I'm
We
excited.
are. But yeah, I wanted to watch this Michelangelo video. We got to check out this thing real quick here.
Michelangelo.
And I don't know. Maybe
Michelangelo.
should we give a review on this after we watch this, or
No, we're not reviewing
we're
Michelangelo.
not reviewing
stuff.
this thing.
This is
Okay.
free-formed art.
It's called Just Like Roy Always Said. That's the name of the art that we're watching here.
That's
It
the
is.
title of
That's
the
the
piece.
title of this piece.
It's probably weird. I think.
Just like Roy always said.
Yeah, it's gonna be some, who knows, some trippy mind stuff. Oh.
Stormy afternoon, and I remember.
Oh, rewind.
Oh, we
rewind
gotta
it.
start it from the very beginning, because it starts
Jesus
from the very
Christ,
beginning.
man.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, it was a dark and stormy afternoon, and I remember the date as crystal clear as if it was my actual birthday. It was April 16th of 1982, and the world as we knew it was about to be flipped upside down for keeps, and I've never been the same since. See, you can turn down the pan, but once the hard-boiled egg is cooked all the way through, it's done for good. Well, anyways, it started as an ordinary day in the bathroom, and as we all spend our entire Saturdays on we call it Bathroom Saturday because that's where most of us spend our Saturdays in the bathroom in front of the mirror by the toilet. And as usual, there was at least one or two miniature versions of myself murdering each other, and the fatality rate was the same as normal, but I noticed one thing in particular that caught my attention. Their blood was red, and the thing about the miniature mics don't bleed. They don't cry, they don't laugh, they don't poop, they just kill. And when they do bleed, they can only bleed silver blood. But anyways, that wasn't the headline. That wasn't the main thing that caught my attention. Something different was going on with the toilet. I could see that its mouth was moving up and down, and though I didn't want to believe it, and though I was in denial, I pretended not to hear the sound of its voice. But its voice kept getting louder and louder, beckoning me to come in to look into its mouth.
Is he tripping on acid, dude?
Now, I didn't trust that toilet as far as I could throw it, and I couldn't throw it very far because, well, it was soldered down to the ground. But the thing of it is I could tell that it was very unhappy with me, and because I didn't want to agitate it any further, I made a regrettable choice, and I went on ahead and I looked inside of the mouth of that toilet. And what I saw changed my life forever. I didn't know where I was.
What is
I knew I was still in the toilet. I knew that I wasn't in the bathroom.
Wait, why is that playing?
I remembered what my foreman Roy always said about the work toilet, though I never believed him. See, we used to have screaming, heated fights over it because, well, it just didn't make any sense. I just never believed a word he said. But to quote my foreman Roy from the paint shop, it's not the toilet inside of the universe, but it is actually a universe from inside of another universe, flushed down inside of the toilet. It's in the energy exchange within the water, the ripple effect of existences within the fluid exchange of each flush. It all sounded like a crock of shit to me at the time, no pun intended. As it turns out, he was right.
Okay, look, the most important thing you need to understand about interdimensional toilet travel is that while your body is being teleported from one end of the toilet multiverse to the next, you need to be prepared for the fact that your entire body
Your whole
is going
body
to feel
is
like a
gonna
horrible
feel like a
diarrhea.
diarrhea
Your
poop.
entire body is going
Diarrhea
to feel
poop. Your
like a
whole
horrible
body
diarrhea. This is not a fucking Rick and
feel
Morty
like a
episode.
diarrhea
It's the
poop.
real fucking deal.
Diarrhea
So put
poop.
your socks on, put your boots on, and unfuck yourself really fast, because if you fuck this up, I will definitely fuck you up. Do you understand? Good day to you, sir. Sorry for yelling. Good night. I'm just kidding. Please don't beat the fuck out of me.
Please don't beat the fuck out of me. And then that. Coke.
Still going. Coke. It's still
It's like a
happening.
Coke Castle.
Okay, it
It's
was
going
a dark
nuts.
and stormy afternoon. I remember
What
the
keeps
date
happening?
as crystal clear as if it was my actual
It's
birthday.
stuck on loop.
It was
Stop it.
April 16th of
Okay. So, wait, can we pause it at the better?
Dude,
19...
I need to smoke a cigarette after that. Holy fuck. Stressed me out. All the dudes
What the
tripping
hell
on
did we just
shrooms.
listen to or watch? I
Dude,
mean,
that was like an acid trip. With
that
the
was
story.
fucked up. Okay, well, Michelangelo.
It's like when
that
your
was
buddy's
like-
on acid and he's trying to tell you what just happened to him in the bathroom for the last
right.
hour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, for
And
the
he's
last
like,
hour.
yeah. But I was only in there for 10 minutes, man.
But I
White
just,
blotter, dude.
I started thinking about it. Yeah, where's my fucking poop going? You know, like
to another dimension.
another dimension.
Inside of a dimension. Wow. Enter the
Holy
mind
shit.
of Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess look for more
It's
of those.
art. It's art.
It's an
It's
art.
art.
Yeah,
It's
just
an art
consider it an
form.
art. Just like porn, you know, like if you create porn and you sell it, you know, like, but if you create porn like and having sex, it's like art, you know, like
Supposedly
so it's
art.
not prostitution then, you know, like it's
just
not
a-
you're getting paid for porn,
It's just a supplement. It's like
Yeah.
not the real thing. It's not. It's a substitute
right?
to the real
Yeah.
thing.
Um,
Well, so what's Michelangelo's real? What's he's the substitute for what real thing?
I don't know. That's a little different. I don't.
Okay, I'll tell you what it is. He gives you he gives you the experience, so you know what it's like to be with somebody that's tripping on acid without actually having to be with somebody that's tripping on acid,
Right,
hardcore,
right.
and have to go through that. But it's like, you know, it's just the porn of that. You know, it's just a substitute of the real thing. You just get a glimpse into the mind of the Michael.
Into the mind of Michelangelo. We
Into
don't,
the
we don't
mind
got
of
him in here tonight,
Michelangelo,
unfortunately.
Sling style.
For his, yeah, well, I mean, he's not allowed back in here. So, I mean,
Well, that's his
no other
own
way to
fault.
put it.
That's not our fault.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. No, he did
But
that.
he makes some interesting stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
no,
it's gotta
yeah,
take.
yeah. It's definitely what I would call it.
Beside the crazy storyline, I mean, if you look at, you know,
Oh,
whoa.
what's that?
we got some theme music going here.
Oh,
We're about to wrap, dog.
Dan's gonna start spitting rhymes.
Check it out. No, we're not gonna rhyme
No.
tonight. We're not here to bust the rhymes.
No,
But we
no.
are here to do a show, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna do a show here with actually we got Mr. John Penman.
John
here.
Penman
We're
coming
gonna check
up in
out a
this
music
bitch.
video from John real quick. And after that,
Yeah.
actually, this is going to be produced. This music video right here is
Yo.
produced by Kyle Harris, who we're going to be chatting with here on the other side of this music video. So check this out
Yo,
right
check
here.
it, check it. Yo,
Oh,
check it. I gotta bust
oh.
my flow because that's where it's gotta be.
whoa.
Because rejects contested at my best. I'm an oddity. It's funny. They ain't never heard a word I really spit. Not a thing, just the ramblings of a silly kid. I'm off the grid, hidden in the sticks with a gritty wig. Spark a spliff, bust out of the brig on a swift. I hit it in blitz. Soon as I'm gripping the Chiefs' dividends, I send 1,000 feet to the top. Never get the bends. Navigate my way through this life. It's either sit and swim. Surrounded by sharks in the dark waters we living in. You drowning. Okay, we're going to the next video. Okay. Going to the video.
Magic. 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 Lewis on a bad day. What you gonna say when it pops off?
That won't be blind.
I've been feeling like I'm Dan Day-Lewis on a bad day. What you gonna say when it pops off? I've been hearing about the riff-raff, faded with a mix-tab, made it with his head. Couple things about the cringe ass, sounding like a bitch-ass pedophile. Kick rocks, maybe you're insane, they think we forget ya. Such a bitch thing you make like a bleach pot. Aim at your brain, I don't miss a bench shot. Mainly folk fuck I know should've been got. Maybe now the word out. It's a good chance if you're out in public. I'ma show up and make you plead for dad, and I'ma show up and make you plead for mercy. Please, sir, don't hurt me, don't be absurd. See, a villain, it's a fact. There's no chance you'd attack me. Living in the burbs, but I came from the back streets. Living in the back of a crack home with his crack pipe, no backbone. Then a rack 5 with a +1. If he act wrong, I'ma bust one. Antonio Hall, I'm gonna put you in a custom casket. Sheets full of all kind of fabrics. Why you like children? Go find a bad bitch. Why you like kids? Damn, Hall, you're a savage. Saying your name tingles, crawl up my back shit. Gross ass, fucking nasty motherfucker. Praying the day comes and reap what they sow. Sitting in a cell 20 years in a row. Fuck the ethics, bro, put them in a hole. Stuck infected, no key that I throw. Praying that the day comes, reap what they sow. Sitting in a cell 20 years in a row. Fuck the ethics, bro, put them in a hole. Stuck infected, no key that I throw. I've been feeling like I'm Dan Day-Lewis on a bad day. What you gonna say when it pops off?
That won't be blind.
I've been feeling like I'm Dan Day-Lewis on a bad day. What you gonna say when it pops off? Jordan Kilcore, fat bald bitch. We both know you can't send past shit. We all know you like girls age 10. We all knew you come back again, yo. Aaron Hopkins, you're back online. Glad to see you masked up this time. Glad to see you're not mad at me. I'm gonna change it up and set your ass on fire. See, I got a little friend, yeah, I got a little witness. Ever since they told me you've been on my shit list. Aaron's like a monkey, always trying to groom kids. Dude's real funky, so clueless. Get the fuck off the internet, someone's gonna find you. Catch you in the act like it's Dateline Live News. What I gotta do, call the man Chris Hansen. Sit you next to Marilyn Manson. Take a fucking hike off a bridge to the bottom of a lake. Oh, you never been charged, well, you never be safe. Get the fuck off the internet, stay away from playgrounds. 7 feet tall, stay 7 feet away now. I don't care about how he feels if it kills him. Hide your fucking wife and your mom and your children. Aaron's on the loose and his last name's Hopkins. Hopping in his van full of candy and cock rings. The day comes and reap what they sow. Sitting in a cell 20 years in a row. Fuck the ethics, bro, put him in a hole. Stuck infected, no key that I throw. Praying the day comes and reap what they sow. Sitting in a cell 20 years in a row. Fuck the ethics, bro, put him in a hole. Stuck infected, no key that I throw. I've been feeling like I'm Dan Day-Lewis on a bad day. What you gonna say when it pops off?
That won't be blind.
I've been feeling like I'm Dan Day-Lewis on a bad day. What you gonna say when it pops off?
All characters and events in this song, even those based on real people, are entirely fiction. All demonic voices are impersonated, orally. The program you just heard contained coarse language, and due to its content, parental discretion is used.
Then it rings. And it goes ring-a-ding-ding like that. And then I see him. All right, hey, you know what? There you are. But I can't see you on my screen yet. Hold on. Let me pull you up on my screen there, Kyle. Okay. Yep, I can hear you. I can see you. That's good.
Sweet.
.dee. Where's the fucking button at? I gotta.
Where is that button?
I got so many damn window captures that are open here, man.
Oh, gotta love live.
Oh, there's our little tiny hands.
Oh.
Once I change this one, it should all change.
Boom.
And come on, you slut. Kyle, I can see you, but I can't. Nobody else can see you. Kyle Harris is
Whoa,
currently
whoa,
with us right
whoa!
now.
What
Hey.
the? Well, son of a
We can't see you, and nobody else can see you, but we can hear you.
damn!
Damn.
All right,
no.
good.
So good.
We're
Well,
trying to
yeah,
get it to
that's
pull up. I don't know why all of a sudden it's not. I'm not getting any.
I see that right there.
I can see you right there.
We can
Okay.
see you now in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
in
yeah.
this other in this other folder.
Yeah, I tested it before we went on. I was like, "Hey, Facebook, call me," and it worked. But yeah, I'm not sure about your setup. So
Usually, I can pick it right up.
well,
Is
You know,
this
you have an
on-
idea
hold
of how
on.
it's gonna
You
go.
know
It's
what?
gonna
I
be
know what
well,
it is.
that's
I know what it
that's-
is.
you just-
I know what it
He
is.
knows
I
what
know
it
what
is.
it is.
Oh,
I figured it out. I got it on.
Oh,
I'm doing this through the
hey.
Messenger app right now. Is what the problem is. So I'm going to call you back now in just a minute on Firefox, and it'll all work.
okay. So just
All
end
right.
the call.
Yep.
all right.
All right. Later.
Okay.
So
That was really good quality, though.
Yeah. That's
That was
good.
an
That's
excellent
finally.
quality.
I think we got a good connection with somebody.
Yeah, right. Everybody should be using this then, right?
Right. Is there even anything on the screen right now? Okay. Looks like there's a couple hands that are on there, and maybe me.
It's the interview screen. I see it over there.
We're gonna flip it over to Dan really quickly, so you guys can check out Dan.
Hey.
Yeah, we gotta call him up on the
Yeah.
Firefox.
Just
is what the
yeah.
issue is.
Get it going. Get it going. Were we supposed to be reviewing that Michelangelo video? Is that why we were up there? Like,
No, I don't think we were. I mean, I don't
oh,
believe.
okay. I immediately thought that we were doing that.
Oh, I see you guys now.
You can see us.
You can see Dan. Okay,
We're
Yeah.
one step closer. We're getting
One
we're-
step.
We're
we're
one,
getting one step closer. Right.
Wait for step
you need
2.
baby feet now. You know, bait for a baby step. You know,
Right.
not
Okay.
just the baby
I think we
hands.
did a crawl. There we go. We're moving a little closer now. Now we have even another screen
Oh.
over here.
Piece by piece.
Oh,
This is the screen that gets you
We're
ready to
piecing
go
it
to the
together.
big screen. There it
There
is.
you go. There you go.
There
Hey,
it is.
whoa.
It can be
Well,
done.
that's weird.
We did it, guys. And you know
Get
your
you out of
quality
there.
is amazing.
We did it.
We
amazing
finally
quality.
got a
Well,
we finally got. I think this is the first interview that we've ever had where there's actually two good ones. Even Michael Stevens from the Flake of Wrath. Remember the
Okay,
video
yeah,
game dude?
yeah.
He's actually a weatherman up here in northern Michigan.
His was great.
Oh,
His
no
video,
shit.
Yeah. But yours is looking good there. Kyle Harris right
Hey.
there.
There he is.
This
guys.
is-
yes.
This is
Thanks for
Kyle
having me.
Harris from the obscured state of everything for the most part.
Everything, dude.
Yeah, tell us about this now. You got the obscured state of mind. You got the obscured state of Michigan. You recently went through a little bit of a rebranding thing that was going on, and I was watching that. But tell me a little bit more about this. Like, what is the obscured state of mind, as well as from what I've gathered so far, we have a podcast, we have filmography, we have photos and stuff, music videos that are being produced. Tell us
Yeah.
about it.
Full production here.
So, yeah. So basically, Obscured State of Mind started as Obscured State. And we were just, me and my buddy were going out shooting abandoned building videos.
Yes.
If you've ever seen like Proper People or Exploring with Josh and
I
stuff
love
like
the
that.
urban exploring stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got super into that. And
You
then
know why I
was
like it? Because when I was
Why?
a kid, there was a fucking state hospital up here, an old nut house, an old crazy house. It was a Kirkbride
Yeah.
building, huge
Yep.
building.
Yeah.
and we,
Traverse City.
yeah, the state
yeah.
hospital. And we used to break in there, dude, and go through the tunnels. It was spooky as fuck, and it was definitely haunted as fuck. Because years
Oh, yeah.
later, I ended up working for Ray Menervini. He bought the building, and he turned it into the village up there, right? It's the commons. And so I helped like redo this whole building. Man, we found so much crazy shit. Ripped up floorboards. Found fucking. I guess you'd call it like treasures. Like we found rolled up old newspapers from like 100 years ago. Tons of shit.
Right. Yeah.
We like had
all
to-
the shit that's just left behind.
Yeah, dude. Like people did crazy shit to like try to communicate. So there's like these air shafts between the rooms, and they would get coat hangers and like send down a sock full of like
Yeah,
letters and
yeah.
shit. But it never made it down to the person. And next thing you know, we find it 70 years later just dangling inside, and no one ever grabbed it out of there. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, what is all this shit?
Yeah, when we went to Northville, near Detroit, that psych hospital, the high rise has been tore down for a long time, and it actually just recently got an arsonist must have set it on fire. But when we were there was just old documents of like patients that have like their med schedules, like what they were doing. Well, it's fucking crazy. The shit that's just left there.
Shit. I saw all that kind of shit at the state hospital in Traverse City.
Yep.
And actually, they didn't even close down permanently. Like, they closed down huge sections of the building, but there was still like a clergy building type thing going on. And they still had a couple of patients at like one wing, but that finally closed down in like the 80s or something like that, and they let the rest of the crazies out. Like that
they
was
let
the big
them out
shutdown.
all over Traverse City, dude. It was fucking. I mean, I'm not kidding you, dude. They
just go on, man. Just
this
get the
is
fuck
serious, dead serious. They let them out all over on the. They were living on the fucking railroad tracks. I mean,
they were homeless everywhere.
It's crazy.
And dude, the place was around for so long. It was completely self-sufficient. They grew all their own shit. They had cattle. The only thing that they had brought in from the outside world was coal, and it was like they had train tracks that went like right up to the fucking building, and they would unload coal for them to burn on this big coal stack and shit. But there was people, that place was around for so long. There was people that were like born at that fucking place, lived their whole life, and died at that fucking place, dude.
It's crazy.
And then like.
Absolutely.
When it first opened up, 1884, something like that.
Were you ready for a fucking history of you?
That's fine. Dude, it makes our jobs easy.
I mean, I like this shit. I like that I know this shit. Like back in the beginning, it was everything. It wasn't just a state hospital where they actually, it was a hospital where they had patients and shit, but it was also like the town fucking jail and everything. Like, think about that, man. You're just this drunk motherfucker that maybe floats around on boats around Lake Michigan, working for some company. You get up to Traverse City, you get wasted at one of the local bars, they throw you in the nut house. No one ever fucking hears from you again. You're gone.
Right.
That was the way it was. Yeah.
Yeah, completely, dude.
Oh, you'd go to the nut house for anything.
Back
in the day. Women were locked up all the time. All the man had to say is, that bitch is crazy.
Up
She's
until
gone.
the 1950s, guys could take their wife right to that state hospital and say, she's going through menopause. They didn't know what that was back then. She's fucking nuts, dude. And she was nuts. She was going crazy.
And then a lot of them would end up going nuts from living there.
Dude, and many murders that happened there. Like when I was redoing the building, there was a lady that was a historian for the building, and she was writing a book called Angels in the Architecture or whatever about the
I remember that book. Yeah.
And she was, friends with Ray Manervini. She was going around, doing the history, like, I don't know. She was in the building all the time, right? And she would be like, you guys are working in this room, and this 17-year-old boy murdered an 11-year-old boy in that room. Like, I'm like, holy shit, I'm like working in this room. And dude, I had some crazy, and that's one thing I was going to ask you when you're doing these urban explorings. I mean, I happened to be in this building years later, even after we used to sneak in there when we were kids on the whole remodel of the building. I worked for several years for Ray. And so I had like some real ghostly encounters, bro, straight up. And I know I don't know if that's something that you focus on like paranormal investigation, or you guys are just out exploring, but during that exploring, I mean, you getting goose pimples and shit the whole time, or what?
Oh, at Northville, we definitely, I have it on one of our videos. We were walking through a section of the building to another section, and I clearly heard like a door or somebody banging right next to us. Damn. And I caught it on both cameras, so like it wasn't either of us making that noise. And then while we were in the auditorium, we heard another sort of banging going on. I thought for sure somebody else was in the building with us.
Right.
But turns out there wasn't. But you could hear that clear as day on the recording too. And we're just sitting there kind of freaking out for a minute. Like, what the fuck was that?
It kind of gives relevance to all these other guys that do these like ghost exploring shit, and they're like, a door will start banging, and you're kind of like, you're just watching a video, you're like, yeah, this could all be bullshit, right? But then you go do your own thing, and the shit happens to you, and you're like, dude, like maybe this shit isn't bullshit.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm a 100% like believer in all that paranormal stuff. Like there. Even like beforehand, like I would consider myself, I guess, like a skeptic believer, because I'm always trying to prove it wrong first, but I still believe the fuck out of all of it. I've had like paranormal investigators on like my podcast and stuff too. Actually, the one I just did yesterday was with a couple paranormal people, and
Really?
I'm gonna be going out with them
Paranormal
and
people.
fucking paranormal people. Yeah,
The paranormal
And,
folk.
They're really
Bird-
paranormal people.
it's
Okay.
it's the PPs. It's the PPs. They're after us.
You down with OPP?
Yeah, you know me.
You know me.
Dude, the other paranormal peoples, bro.
The other
You
paranormal
know-
people. I'm gonna be going. I'm actually gonna be going with them on an investigation though. A couple of them because
Dude,
I always wanted to go with like some
That's dope.
legit people that got all the equipment and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So
yeah.
Nate and I actually did a podcast for a
The
ghost
haunted
we did a
podcast is what
haunted
it was.
podcast.
The
We went
haunted
to-
podcast.
We went
Yes.
to a haunted cemetery in Mesick. Was it?
No,
it was,
in Muskegon.
Muskegon. Yeah.
It was a mouth.
Oh,
in-
yes, it was.
Yes, the mouth cemetery.
Yes, it
yeah.
was.
Yeah, I went there too. Yeah,
They
Yeah,
got,
yeah.
They got that one
That was
tombstone
spooky.
with the creepy faces, like in it, death masks in it
Yeah.
or some shit. Remember that shit?
Anything happened to you guys while you
So
were there?
we were there, bro, and did the podcast like in the parking lot, right? Because we're not
Yeah,
in
with
the
the creepy
cemetery.
light.
We're out here, and this is safe here, right? We're
Yeah,
we're by our
safety.
technology.
We're
here,
safe over
okay?
here, guys. There's
Up
light.
there in this
We'll be-
fucking
we'll be
cemetery,
good.
and they're
Yeah, we brought
You know, they had
the
all these-
Michigan area paranormal investigative team along with us.
Map it.
Map it. Yeah.
Map it.
Map it.
And yeah,
Yes.
they had all the gizmos and gadgets, and
Yeah.
Dan and I, we were sitting over there next
Yeah.
to the next to the car, and like we were the sounds that we were hearing. Actually, I mean, we did turn up the audio. Remember? I mean, we cranked up the
Listen,
audio a little bit.
Something happened. Something happened while we were there. We brought Uncle Billy with us. And,
Billy, that's right.
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
biggest
yeah.
skeptic in the world. He thinks, and through his eyes, these people are all retards. You know what I mean? He's like, these are all fucking idiots to him, right? So he's out there.
Yeah,
It's
like,
the
who the
middle of the
fuck?
night. You know, it's not a big cemetery, but they're doing their investigation, and Billy's just kind of like strolling around the cemetery, you know? And he says,
Yeah.
while he's walking there, all of a sudden, someone with a light shines a light on him and says, "Ghost or human?" Ghost or human? He didn't even say anything. He just went, yeah, just kept fucking walking. It's just funny because to some people it's silly.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, bro, I was super freaked out that night, and we had an Indian, a Native American, like shaman type dude, right?
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
with
yeah.
us, and he gave us all this like blue corn that we had to put in our pockets so we wouldn't bring anything home with us. Like there was a whole kind of like he did this
Ritual
little-
that we had to
yeah,
do.
he smudged,
Really?
he
No
smudged our
shit.
area before we left and stuff. So we smudged our car so we could leave straight up, dude.
Yeah, it
because
was pretty
they
cool.
Damn.
dead believe that there was, you know, some paranormal shit going on. We did catch some evidence, right?
We did, yeah.
They caught some evidence.
They apparently there's I mean according to their readings and all that stuff that there was high levels of the whatever the fuck it was.
EMF?
Yeah.
A lot of EMF detected.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of EMF in this fucking
The
area.
energetic motherfuckers that are roaming them fucking
It's
mouth cemetery.
electromagnetic
What's
field
Trump got to
is
say
fucking
about it?
high.
What's Trump got to say about it?
What's Donald
Yeah,
Trump
what does Trump
say?
got to say? What does Trump say about paranormal?
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, hold on. Hand to God. Okay. Believe me, okay, this paranormal investigations, they're real, okay? They're the real deal, okay? They're big league, okay? There's never been a bigger thing than paranormal investigations. I go to prison. See this prison behind me? It's a really haunted place. You don't want to go there, okay? Back to you, Nate.
Back to me.
Back to you.
Dude, I can't stop with that. That's fucked. That's fucked. Okay, it's really huge.
The paranormal investigative stuff is kind of like where you started with a lot
No,
of the
he's
obscure.
not a paranormal
No.
investigator.
I'm saying like going to the haunted locations and stuff.
Just abandoned locations.
Yeah.
Right.
Just abandoned
That was
location,
kind of
yeah.
where the obscured state of mind started for the most part.
That's where it
was-
started.
Right,
We're still
right.
at the beginning.
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten
Yeah,
even-
we haven't even fucking tasted the
Dude,
damn
relax.
the,
We
No.
can
the
stretch
edges
this
of the
out.
butter.
Let's stretch it out a little bit, man. We don't
Yeah.
have to blow
Quit
through all the
edging.
information.
I want to know these things. I'm like,
God, man.
you
You're
stretch
blowing it,
out.
man.
I
You're
mean-
fucking blowing it here. All right, no,
I will
seriously.
have to say that the prison that we went to down in Illinois
Yeah.
was probably the best explore that we did. They had old sections of prisons where it was like literally like 1850s, 1900, I don't know, style prisons still there that they weren't obviously using, but well, none of it's being used now, and then they had the newer sections with like, it was just so surreal walking around this prison thinking like, like all like we got there was like the really old, and then the kind of newer section. It looked pretty new. Like I forget when it closed down, but that middle section there, we were able to get like the door locks still moved, so we could close the handle and all the doors would shut. And you just to hear it, yeah, dude, it was really fucking cool. That was
they had
fun.
that shit work back in the day. They had it worked on a system where it wasn't about electricity. They could just manually shut all these fucking doors, no matter what. They can lock you in.
Yep.
And to think, you're out there and there's people who spent, years of their life in these cells, bro. So there's got to be some energy. I mean, prisons are one of those places where there would be so much anger energy because people are like, I'm fucking stuck in this bitch. And they're flipping out. But here's another thing, dude. I think that there's something that feeds off of that type of energy. I don't necessarily, when I think paranormal, personally, my skepticism is really, I don't believe that there's a bunch of human ghosts floating around. I believe there's paranormal shit that's happening, and there is some type of an entity, but I don't believe that it's a human entity. I think it's something that's making you try to believe that that's what it is, but it's really that entity that feeds off all that anger, and you can't really notice it when there's so many people in the fucking room, when it's a live working prison, you know what I mean? But once everyone's gone and that energy's still fucking there, doors slam, all kinds of shit, dude.
So like a residual type haunting is what you would believe, more like something that's just replaying all the time over and over.
Negative energy that's just in the fucking building now from so much negativity, And
well, that's what it is. It's all energy.
It's just energy.
That's what I believe. Yeah.
That's how we boil it
down. Right down to like a spiritual sense. Like that's what I believe. A lot of it's just energy. Like I don't think there's some guy like sitting up there like yeah, dude. You can come up to me and hang out above the. I don't know about all that.
I don't know what it is either. Okay, I don't know what it is either, but I just get the feeling that if people had some kind of fucking choice when they died, they weren't going to be hanging around the spot. But maybe this, and I believe in evil shit. I believe that there's evil, demonic shit. Okay, and that's the paranormal shit of the world, I think. Honestly, I don't think that anything that's paranormal is safe or fucking nice. It might seem that way. You know what I mean?
You think it's all negative. It's all just bad.
It's all fucking assholes.
There is no Casper. Casper was such a lie.
We went and we had such a great experience, and then 2 months later, something's knocking on your fucking bedroom door while you're sleeping because the thing fucking followed you or some shit. I don't like it. I think it's all, it's like a demonic thing. They pretend that they're like a kid, a little girl crying. Fuck that, dude. I'm out. I hear a little girl crying, I'm fucking gone, dude. Holy shit, that's some of the scariest shit ever, bro. So anyway, but
dude,
you come across this shit. You come across, so I'm jealous, honestly, because I do watch a lot of the YouTube shows. If you go to my YouTube right now and you were to see what
your history.
Just what comes up. Just what pops up in my feed, It's all Dogman, Bigfoot, like that's what I'm into. I don't know why. I fall asleep listening to Dogman.
Did you ever watch that the Bigfoot series that was on TV? The people finding Bigfoot.
Yes.
Dude, you did? Oh my god, I couldn't take them people seriously, dude.
I think they kind of ruin it.
There's some serious shit out there that's just like, man, these guys, they're knocking on the fucking wall, on the, walking around beating on fucking on logs and shit, thinking they're communicating with Bigfoot. Like, dude, okay, number one, Bigfoot. No, don't even get me started on fucking Bigfoot,
calls.
dude.
Bigfoot,
the calls. He goes, hold on, guys.
Wait, you gotta get fucking ready for this shit.
Yeah, he goes, hold on, guys, let me try.
Yeah.
Dude, you nailed nailed it.
Yeah, that's what it was. You nailed it.
Fucking nailed it.
You got to get your hand in everything. Pull it
Bobo,
up.
you pulled the Bobo
Is that
right
a Bobo?
there.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking. There's no damn Bigfoot. If there was a Bigfoot,
Dude, fuck you. We're fighting right now. Then
There's
dude.
no fucking.
Fuck
Bigfoot.
you, man. Bigfoot's out there, brother. He could totally exist. What do you
know
think?
what freaks me out more than Bigfoot is the ocean. Like how much of that
God.
like, water that we don't know.
Oh,
Like we just don't even fuck with it. We're just it's just
There's
water.
so much
Like you look at a
unknown.
globe, and you turn that motherfucking globe, and all you see is fucking blue for a while, and it's like, what the fuck's out there?
I mean,
what
is
out
it
there?
even a globe? I mean, are we gonna get into this shit?
Is it
Oh
flat?
my God.
I mean,
You said globe, dude. So you're
What do
under
you mean
some
a globe?
controversial.
Do we got a
that's
censor
controversial
button?
statement
Is it
now.
flat
these days.
Earth now?
I don't think.
Dude,
I
I
can't
was-
fold up a globe and put it in my glove
Dude, you know what
compartment.
I was thinking about making? I was thinking about going and getting a bunch of globes, like the ones you have in school. That's just like a globe, like
Yeah.
right, and get the little crescent that holds it, and take that out, and then just get some canvases for painting and paint Earth on it like a square, and then hang that in the middle. Be like flat Earth globes, flat Earth globes for sale.
Hey, dude, for sale, yeah, you might be onto
For
a
sale.
fucking genius thing right there, dude.
People
You
might
could
fucking
be.
buy them up. They're
that
like,
could be the
that's real.
future.
That's real.
I got the world in my back pocket because it's flat.
Origami Earth, like-
Yeah, origami Earth.
I watch these adventurous urban adventure, like checking out abandoned places, like abandoned malls and shit. Like I can't stop watching that shit. I was watching.
Yeah, we
it
went
today.
to one in Northland abandoned mall there too. That was the power was still on.
Wow,
And
really?
That's crazy.
Yeah, down in the basement, like where the trucks, like they got like a big truck well kind of like in the basement, and they can deliver to all the little rooms, and they just carry it up to their fucking shop or whatever. Yeah, it was all on
So
down
they have
there.
to have some kind of power running.
It freaked us
for
the fuck
that.
out because the whole place is abandoned, and we walk down and we get down into this basement, and I look over, I'm like, oh shit, there's fucking lights on, and we're immediately like, is there somebody
Right.
here?
Are they running a generator or some shit?
Yeah, dude. No, yeah. It must have been. There was still the AC, or not the AC, but whatever. It's still running. It's still moving air around in there because we could see
Right.
that going too. So yeah, I'm like, wow, what a fucking waste. Just tear this down.
Well,
down.
here's the thing. Like, I'm sure someone still owns the building, and they're hoping to
Yeah.
salvage it enough to sell it to somebody that'll do something with it, so they can't let pipes
Right.
freeze. They can't, they have to keep this shit kind of on just at the bare minimum, basic.
It was
running shit.
originally the world's largest open air mall, because at times like malls weren't just inside; they was like outside and stuff. Like they had shops on it. It's like a strip mall now,
Sure.
but like make it a square, I guess.
like a Birch Run
Like an open,
type of,
yeah,
Right.
yeah. It was the world originally. It was that, and then they made it like a regular mall with inside parts or whatever. I don't know. But
And
yeah,
so
it was
then-
crazy.
you move into the podcasting. And
Yeah, I
this
said we
whole
need
deal.
more content, dude. I was like, we're not going to be able to have a video for every week. Like this,
Right. I mean, that
do
would
a
be
podcast.
That would be
That would be
insane.
really hard.
So
You
in the
run out of shit.
Exactly. So in the podcast, are you talking to other people that are like, because that's the beauty of that. You can't go out and make a video every week of watching
Right.
something being explored, abandoned something, but there's so many people doing it. If you could bring them onto your podcast, it would give
Right.
you time to get footage, and then you could play their footage, and this is what they're out exploring, and I'll explore that place too. That's a good. You found a place I didn't know about, or
Right, yeah.
I mean-
Networking basically with
Right,
everybody.
so that's what you
and
do
letting
most-
them know, like, hey, I'm not a vandal. I'm not trying to find these locations to go and just fucking beat the shit out
Right.
of everything in there. Because that's always the biggest worry. And like what's going on in Detroit now, where like 3 of these abandoned buildings that I've been to have now just burned down.
that is crazy.
Damn.
I guess another risk of doing the podcast and talking about it is like you went and explored this place. We showed your video on the podcast. Wow, cool. You guys
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about it. But then maybe somebody, the powers that be, saw it, and now they're like, oh, there's people that are, and now you can't go explore the place again because we talked about it, man. We opened our mouth
There's-
about it. you know?
Yeah, there's places where it's like I said, with Northville, like everybody like that gets into it knows about that place. It's kind of like one of those things everybody knows about it, so it's
Right.
kind of okay to say that name. But these other places that you might not know, you just kind of just don't name drop. And
right.
because you're trying to prevent stuff that's going on right now. If these people that don't care and they'll go in and they'll just set shit on fire, they'll destroy
start
everything
living
on
there.
the inside.
See, this is the thing. The people that have these awesome fucking buildings that people want to explore, they should make it open to explore. But look, you can come in and explore, shoot your videos. If you're a professional, you're doing the real deal shit.
Yeah,
you know? But
ghost investigate.
Or if even if you're some kids that want to see the thing, we got a little tour that we do for you. That way you're going through the proper channels to get into this building, and we know you're not coming in to burn the motherfucker down. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, and then you
because-
won't run into situations like when we were in Flint and we went to a high school there that had power still on running, and we got fucking caught there. Cops caught us there, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing over here?" Like, "Where are you from?" We're like, "Holland." They're like, "What the fuck are you doing all the way over here?"
That's so funny. Yeah, they tell me just like you,
Dude.
you're doing what?
We're
Just
urban
fucking
explorers,
checking shit out. What?
Yeah,
the fuck?
they're urban exploring. What's that? And I'm like, yeah, we just, like go and explore these buildings. We document them. We put the history behind them and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And like, they're like, let us like put our camera gear away before we fucking, they arrested us. They're so
so
nice.
funny, man.
And then they're like, okay, let's put the cuffs on. Then we had to prove that we didn't break in the place, that we just walked in, because that's what I'd never do. If there's a door open,
go in.
Then I'll
Right.
But
if it's open, I'll go. If I have to like pry or do something like that, I'm just not going in. That's B&E, dude. That's more serious than trespassing.
You know, it was a big thing in Detroit. There's this famous guy that documented that went into so many places back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and he checked out all like the high schools in the Detroit area and stuff. There was so many of them that were abandoned, and that the cops even had their own section of police that just dealt with people going in these buildings. They had to have a unit for that, and they started putting up cameras, so every time someone goes in there, it alerts them. We'd go in, we'd document, we'd come out, there'd be 3 cops waiting for us. This dude's like, I've been arrested for this shit like 20 fucking times. I can't stop going in these places though. So they
like
really shut it down in a lot of ways with a lot of these buildings, and that's why I'm saying they don't need to do that. I think that you should be able to get with the people and line something up if you're for real. You want to go in and do that. I mean, maybe there'd be some money involved. Maybe you got to pay them to get in there. Fuck, if you pay us, we'll let you in.
You would just like start attracting like general public and stuff, and like then it wouldn't just be the people that want to see these abandoned buildings and film them and they watch all the YouTube videos. It would just be like whoever, this looked cool. Let's go
Charge a
through
fucking
and look at this
admission
old,
man.
really, really old building. Like see what's there. That's cool. Like $20 or something to get in, go walk around.
I think it'd be
like,
fucking sweet. Halloween
yeah, I think
time,
they're just missing out on a fucking big old fucking bag of cash there.
Yeah.
Right.
I lived in Grand Rapids for like 7 years, and I lived right over on Paris Avenue Northeast. So like right by, right off Hopkins, there's a fucking, there's this old school that shut down there. It's a huge school, man, and I always was like, I want to go in there. It was like, it must have been an elementary school, but it was something like, what's the school right here in town?
Which one?
The
Central?
old one. Central Grade School.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Central Grade School,
Like a
but it's
3-story type place.
3-4 stories. God,
Oh, I
it
went
was
to a
old.
3-story high school. Yeah, in
dude, an
Bay
old brown
City.
brick building. Really cool, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still an abandoned one, but I know a bunch of, they cut funding to a bunch of schools, and a bunch of schools closed down all over the state.
Oh, that's fucking happened everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Interlochen Elementary, our school, we actually have like a time capsule that Dan and I have to find. There's a time capsule that Dan and I
You want to hear about this?
This is a time capsule that's like 30 years old.
Okay, back in 1989, from the switch over of the decade, from 1989 to 1990, the school buried a time capsule, and everybody
We
that
did
was in the
that in
school-
99 to 2000. That's
Okay.
what we did too. We buried
Sweet.
one.
So we did that back then, and everybody in the school was involved. Every classroom, every student did something. They said something. They put something in the time capsule, right? And it was supposed to be opened, at the end of the year or something, right?
Like it was.
What?
No, it was
the-
supposed to be
this
not
past
at the
year.
end of the year. It's supposed to be like at the end of the decade or something.
The end of the
like
decade.
That.
That's right.
Yeah.
In like celebration of the time capsule at the school, every class did a 1-year time capsule as well. So at the end of the year, we could see how much we had progressed in the year. I remember that.
Well, everybody.
okay.
That's where I'm
this is
confused
okay.
now.
Now this is
But
what happened.
It
though.
never got dug up, bro.
What happened was everybody forgot about that.
It's gone.
They
It's
completely
still there.
fucking forgot about that thing. And so
Yeah,
our time capsule is somewhere in the ground at Interlochen. And
I
now,
know where it's
now
at.
Interlochen is closed down, and there's so many people that have said so far that they know where it's at. Like
Okay, so we've mentioned
Yeah.
on the show the idea of finding this time.
it's like looking for fucking Oak Island,
And
like the fucking money pit here.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because
Shit.
a lot of the people that went to our school during that time turned out to be kind of successful. A lot of successful people out of that school. Well, one of the chicks that was there was Crystal Frost, and she is like on
WTCM.
WTCM
Yep.
News Talk 580. She's a radio host, right? And she's huge up here. And we talked to her about coming on and maybe doing a podcast about it. And then this was the idea that I was coming up with. Everybody, we like hit up everybody that we know that went to that school for the reunion for that year, right? And we ask everybody if they remember about the time capsule, and then go on to Google Earth onto the or on our
Google Maps.
Google
Yeah.
Maps
Or
where we have it
something,
set
yeah.
up.
Yeah. Google Earth,
our
Google
own
Maps.
personal Google Maps, and then put a thumbtack where you think it was buried. And then we'll go and we'll dig around till we find the fucking thing. Like, make an event out of it. Make a day. Everyone shows up at school. We fucking cook up some barbecue, you know?
Would it be a smart idea to use a metal detector for that? Because you think there'd be odds?
I don't
something
know.
I think we'd
metal
be
in
out
it?
there beeping all fucking day. It was a school. Kids buried shit,
Right,
shit
right.
everywhere, you know? Like, I know the general area. When I talked to Crystal Frost, this is why I involved Crystal Frost. Well, she was a bit of a teacher's pet. I don't know. She was cool with the teachers, and she was like an announcer that day. She did the announcements that day, and she was like in sixth grade.
Yep.
Right?
She kissed their ass.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. But she remembers the event really well, and we all stood by the flagpole and we had the ceremony for this thing, right? But then everyone went back inside and they went around back and buried it in the backyard. And there was some teachers that were involved there. Crystal Frost was there, and she remembers exactly where they buried it. And now that I remember that, I remember
This is some fucking like hardcore.
This is
research.
deep, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, it's some fucking dramatic shit.
I'm
See,
piping it up,
I
bro.
know where mine is buried because see, we went back and we did one like at our house, like, and I know exactly where it's buried, but we don't own the house anymore. So now I'm just trying to think about how I'm going to ask these people, like, hey, I have a time capsule buried in your fucking backyard.
How would
Can
you
I go
feel
dig
about
it up?
How would you feel if someone came to my house and said they had a time capsule? I'd be like, "Fuck yes!"
Yeah, dude,
Let's
I'm
dig it
almost
up.
curious to see what's inside.
Oh,
Like,
I think
I
anybody.
see.
that would be the rule. Like, I have to see what's in it though, too.
Absolutely.
Like,
I,
you
do,
can't
I don't
just
think
take
that.
it and leave.
I think no one would turn you down for this request. I
That'd be
think
the
if you
funniest
knocked
thing,
on a
like-
fucking door and said, "I got a time capsule out here," people would be all over that.
Hold
shit.
that motherfucker ransom.
But
dude.
If they say
I would-
no, fuck those people. Burn that fucking
But
place
I would
down.
want the thumbtack though. You know, like, do you know exactly where it is? Because I really don't want you just digging up my whole fucking backyard. Fucking call it a day. Like,
Well,
well,
yeah.
I guess it's not here.
Interlochen's closed down now, so I mean,
No,
the,
there's
the
something
elementary
going on
school.
there.
Well, yeah, there's always something going on because the Arts Academy still owns it. So I mean, it
Arts
could
Academy owns it.
could come back or something is going to come
Dude,
back.
I thought we talked to the people we needed to talk to. I think we were
At
going to
one
get the
point.
green light to do this
we were almost there. Yeah.
because we were
we
working
were
with
almost
Crystal.
there at
We were
one
working with
point.
Crystal
Yeah.
Frost, and she knows the connections because she's like
It's
Miss
a
Radio.
classic fucking story of shit around here. Really, we get like right to the point of climax, and then we just fizzle right the fuck out.
We have podcast ED up in this bitch. Bro.
Like we're almost there, and fuck.
Yeah.
No, not gonna make it tonight.
Yeah.
So the obscured state of mind, then, it's not just obviously not just a podcast. You know, I mean, there's a lot that's going on here.
I guess I could say, yeah. So we started the podcast, and then my partner that I was doing the Urbex with took off for a couple months on a trip out west. I was left this podcast. I'm like, well, I'm just going to start running this kind of the way I want to. And I was in the metal community, so I knew like a bunch of musicians. So I started bringing them on.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got way like invested in the Urbex to where I got kids and stuff, so I can't just like leave every weekend to go do this. So
Right.
I was like, hey, why don't you like continue on with that? I'll continue on with this podcast. We kind of both found what we wanted to do.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, cool. So then I was like, well, I'm not going to leave it Obscured State. So I changed it to Obscured State of Mind.
Cool.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
that's how it ended up being that as a podcast. And then with all the different sorts of content, like you mentioned the rebranding thing, like you mentioned, like all the different things that I'm like doing with like live shows, which I have one here in Holland on Friday, June 10th, bringing a bunch of metal bands through here, like Recorruptor and Throne,
Nice.
Withhold the Blood out of Muskegon, Flesh Bore from Indiana. So I'm bringing, trying to do that with the podcast, the outdoor state of mind that I separated from that now too, which is like camping videos and boondocking and stuff like that. And then you have the abandoned building stuff. So it was like, basically it was one hat under like too many things.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I started to see like my engagement drop. The posts weren't being seen as much because, somebody, if they just care about abandoned building stuff, they don't want to fucking hear me talk for hours on a podcast and get all these updates about podcasts. They don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they want that content. So basically I'm like, I have to rebrand. I have to take the leap and separate shit. So that way I know the people that are following the Obscured State of Michigan podcast page, they know that stuff.
Right.
Not, maybe 500 other people that like the other page. Maybe they didn't like that. I have no idea of knowing.
So you can separate
Facebook
it.
doesn't tell you that.
Yeah, that's a tough
Separate
one.
it a
You know,
little
I mean,
bit.
what we did over here, because we did something similar at one point. Dan wasn't even fucking aware of this, but we did this. I started with the channels. I started putting everything labeling them into their playlists. So
Yeah,
that
I did that too.
Yeah, but it's like trying to do that, and then like even at that point. It's like the engagement at the it's nothing that we're doing. I don't think though. It's like it's at that point where if you don't pay for it to be broadcast out farther and put in front of people more, it's not gaining anything. Like that's what I've noticed with a lot of the. Like I haven't paid for a single frickin' view on our show, but at the same time, that's what I'm thinking, like, is that what we're faltering at? Like, is that what I'm doing wrong, like trying to do it legit and like the honest way.
This is
but,
all just exactly.
Yeah,
It's
it's
totally
And don't think for a moment that us as like podcasters and content creators don't sit there and look at ourselves all the time and say, what am I doing wrong? We do that constantly, but sometimes you just ultimately come to this decisions like, is it me or is it just my lack of, knowing people? Am I in the know? Am I, or are you popular enough? Like,
Well, here's the deal,
did you
man.
know enough people when you started this thing? A lot of people that may be like popular, like say you're in a really popular band and everybody, you got a lot of followers and then you start a podcast. So you're immediately going to have like better metrics than just some guy starting a podcast somewhere. You already have that. So is it, do I need to start paying? Yeah. For advertising. I will throw like $5 on a podcast release every now and then, just as a Facebook ad, just to get the reach, just to try to get, entice somebody else.
And here's the thing, man. I think that it's all stuff that's got to get figured out. We're still in the middle of figuring it out. But in the meantime, I'm never going to stop. Like every even the worse we flop, the more we go, because we just continue to create content. And here's the cool thing, man. Like you see these people that all of a sudden have like millions of views, right, on all their shit.
Right.
Well, they finally made one video that popped. 1 million people subscribed to their fucking account, and they went back and watched every single thing that he put out.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, you've accumulated millions of views overnight, dude. So don't stop putting out content, because it will all be watched eventually and it will be counted as a view. So just continue to create.
That's important.
Even in your
It's
downtime.
almost better. It's almost better to pop a little bit later on. Have 25 to 50 videos.
Dude,
like
you know who
built
that
up
happened
people
to?
be like, oh, I can binge watch this shit now.
Well,
exactly.
there's this kid.
That's exactly what I told.
Binge watch.
Binge watching and as well as binge listening, because whenever we were producing podcasts for like businesses and stuff like that, I always tell they're like, all right, when can I expect this to be, like released, and I'm like, well, we need to record another podcast, we got to get like 10 in the can, like you can't just have,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't just
you
come
can
and
do that,
fucking out of the gate with one, and because I did that before, and when I first started this podcast, we came right out of the gate with one. And then it was like, oh, fuck, man, like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Just tell everybody to tune in next week. I mean, we tried, I tried to keep on doing this, like, alive the entire time. I wanted it to continue to almost produce that morning show radio-esque type of a feeling, when people are listening to it or watching it. Back then, it was just listening to it.
Right.
Our podcast.
We didn't do any video stuff.
No video stuff. It was all audio.
Radio personalities.
Yep, radio only. And then decided to start incorporating the video, how many years ago? I don't know.
7 years.
No, that was 7 years that we've been doing the podcast, but we weren't doing the
video.
video.
Probably 4 years now.
Probably about 4 years, yeah, I think.
But we've played them on different platforms, not just YouTube. We've only been YouTube for how long?
But see, that's a decision in itself, going to video, because you end up splitting your audience.
Yeah, well, you do that, and at the same time, I also was like,
but then you gain people too that maybe want to watch,
right?
Like
we were just talking about this tonight. We were just talking about this tonight. So it's like you have several different places that you can listen to podcasts. You have platforms that can
hundreds
where you can go find your favorite podcast.
Oh yeah.
Right? So it would be a matter of like taking our video show, recording that show, just the audio from it, and try to be conscious of the fact that we're going to create also a podcast that's an audio podcast while we're recording this video right now. So
there's also
we can re-record that and then put that out on those platforms.
Simple ways to go about that.
Podcast.
I mean, there's actually like programs and stuff that you can use on the internet that
can
just rip everything, all the audio from the entire thing, and you can do that with your own shit at home. VLC, I think, does that.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, try to get out on as many platforms as possible. Don't just
you can. But when it comes to video, though, video is even more complicated because you're gonna want if you're going for YouTube, like go for fucking YouTube. Like don't there isn't even a lot of other video players that got like Rumble out now and like what's Vimeo or something.
Stay on one. No, that like focus on that one. No,
I get it.
Yeah, because you're gonna want to build that up and try to get your subscribers and your watch time up there so you can start to fucking get monetized and make some money off.
Right. That's the one that makes you money. Right.
We make $1 a month.
Well, yeah. Podcast it's going to be more like your advertising, trying to land your advertising deals. You know what I mean? Like you want to advertise your product, or especially when you have that's why I niched down from Obscured State of Mind to Obscured State of Michigan, to niche down my audience, make it not so vague, make it more searchable. You guys with the South of Straits, like that signifies kind of where you're at, so businesses maybe even around you would be more interested in advertising on that show because it's that area, and they know people from that area are probably going to be listening.
If you get 1 million viewers,
you don't need an audience of even like 2,000 people. If you had an audience of like 500 people that were like down, and like maybe they paid like $5 a month on your like a Patreon, like you're good.
Oh, easily, dude. I mean, so 500 people on you could do it, but that's the thing, is trying to get it out there. I mean, that is trying to get it out to that point. Even 500 people. I mean, you think about how many people you really know on Facebook or something like that. Like,
right.
And what is $5 to a lot of people? Shit, I throw $5 to like fucking Shiba Inu every now and then.
But you better be a very entertaining motherfucker for them to continue to throw you $5 every fucking month or whatever it is.
I buy lottery scratchers every fucking almost day, dude.
I know. Yeah,
fucking $5.
I mean, I do it for my buddy too. My buddy runs a Twitch channel. I pay $5 a month to help support him.
Yeah,
I don't watch every stream he does. I watch some, but like here's $5. Like I'm not gonna miss that $5.
B Davis was a very good supporter of our show for a long time. He was actually the only subscriber on Patreon for a long fucking time. And we were giving.
Mine sat at 0.
He wasn't gaining a goddamn thing. Like it was like fucking. He just had that, but it was like something, Like I would check Patreon every now and then. Like what the fuck? Where's fucking? I got $40 in Patreon. Where the hell did this come from?
Now, do you put
crazy.
bonus
Pete
or
Davis.
any extra content on your Patreon?
No, I didn't even have
Or is
any
it just
extra
for
shit.
support?
It was just simply support.
No, just pay me $5.
Yeah.
Dude, there was that TikToker guy that got paid. He had all the followers on TikTok, and he was like, "Could every one of my followers just send me $1?" And they all fucking did. The guy made so
Dude,
much
that's
money.
crazy.
Yeah, can you believe
yeah.
that? Please send me
Well,
$1.
no, you know, at the same time, we did do
$1 from 1 million people. I'm
Yeah.
like retiring for a while.
He was
do
done. He was
something.
a millionaire overnight.
We
Genius.
were doing something with Patreon.
Send me
where-
$1. Fucking
Yes.
son of a bitch.
I mean, send me $1. You know, like fuck.
Send the
like,
South of Straits show $1.
we
What
got
do we got?
super
Hold
chat.
on, let's get a
You
million.
know?
Let's
How
get a
many
million people watching
You
first.
guys can make $7 right now.
Yeah, if it gets $7,
Fuck
if- yeah.
yes, dude. $7.
Guys,
Everybody
send
send a
money.
dollar.
Do a super chat real quick for
Send drugs and money. Drugs. We'll take drugs too.
$1.
Send
You
them
can
on.
you can send it right here, and I'll finish this bubbly right now. That's the incentive.
With
you know-
the biggest burp you can muster.
Yeah, what happens when you become 42?
but
What can I
listen.
fucking show you?
Hey, we
What
do
you
this.
want?
I mean, check this
What
out,
do you
man.
want from me?
We do other things to try to get people to watch, dude. Like, we do
That
challenges.
fucking what the?
That's the toe of Satan right there. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
9
Oh,
million
okay.
Scovilles.
No,
did
the
the-
toe of Satan was that video you guys showed before I came on. Here. That
All
was-
right, that
Yeah.
was toe of Satan.
What the fuck? What's that?
That's art, brother. Now look, there's this.
Fucking art, brother. All right.
These are different. Do you know the jelly bean challenges, the bamboozled?
Okay.
Well, these are hot
Bamboozled.
ones, dude. Like you got jalapeno, you got Carolina Reaper, and dude, they're no joke. They get stuck in your teeth. They're burning the fuck out of you, dude.
Yeah, fuck that.
You know, we do the. We've had a couple people puke on that one on the show.
Michelangelo
No,
no longer.
We got hot checkers that we do. So we do different challenges too to try to get people.
Right.
I mean, look, let me tell you something, dude. The longest record of someone sucking on this thing is 5 minutes.
on our show.
Listen, we could break. the
Dude, I
Guinness
want to
Book of
drop.
World
Wait a
Records.
minute.
record.
That fucking audio, that right there, that was the greatest drop that I've
That's
heard,
the
Dan.
greatest, that's what I mean. Like,
That was the best fucking drop
What
you've
was
said
I?
yet.
I can't even
sucking on
remember.
this thing. For
What I say? What I say? Listen, bro.
What's
We're
the
gonna break-
timestamp?
If
We're
you
gonna
can
get
break
that.
a fucking Guinness Book of World Record on your show, you're in. I don't give a fuck. You've got 1 million subscribers overnight because you just broke a Guinness Book of World fucking record.
Minute
dude.
16
Exactly.
and 30 seconds.
I mean, that's
An hour. 1 hour a minute. 1 hour.
minute.
and-
Wow, that was a really long.
Yeah.
I need to
1
find
hour and
Nate,
16 minutes
we
and
need
30
to find
seconds.
what records can be broken out there. All of them could be broken, right? So if we look up Guinness Book of World Records and say, hey, I want to do that. There's a chick that's got like the longest shit. Did you guys see that one? It's
The
like 9
longest
feet
shit?
long. Yeah, she did a continuous turd and she like scooted.
No.
They did it at like a fucking bowling alley. She scooted down a bowling alley and left a 9-foot turd.
Holy shit! Are you?
That is a
serious
true
now?
story. Yeah.
And she, yes,
Oh
it's
my
real,
God.
dude. Okay, Nate, I think you could beat it. Like, we need to try some of these.
I couldn't beat that, dude. I fucking blow
I think that
ass.
was just her rectum dangling on
Dude.
the floor.
I don't know what it was, but it's a continuous turd.
The
No breaks
fucking
in the turd.
dragon.
Dude, what would you have to
This dragon.
eat to fucking do a 9-foot continuous?
She's going.
Jail
Like,
food.
she must plug the toilet up every time she's got to take a shit. Like, there's a huge
Every
coil
time.
of shit in the toilet.
Dude, you remember being in jail, Dan. I mean, you had the fucking food that they feed you in jail. That would instantly, that's a fucking, like, just fucking gut-wrenching turd, dude.
I've been in the
Like,
Grand Traverse County Jail before. I've been in a couple down there, too, I think. Once or twice. Wayne County. Fuck. At any rate, yes. I did get pulled over in Wayne County one time for drinking and driving, and I got to the little substation thing, and they brought me in there, and then they never blue test me again. They let me out, and they ended up just giving me a ticket for driving like 5 over because they completely dropped the ball and forgot to blow test me when I got there. They just put me in a cell for like 8 hours, and then they were like, "Oh, fuck it," they blue test me. I'm good. They fucking had to the guy gave me a 5 over ticket, dude. I was like, yes, dude. I straight up, and I was drunk, dude. I was driving. I had like a 40 fucking one of those 40-ounce cups with, like, I stopped at a 7-Eleven or so. I was like, put a pint in that bitch. We're driving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. bad fucking news. I got pulled over, but I never got in trouble for it. I dodged that. I dodged that
Don't
shit.
drink and drive, kids.
No, don't do that. I was 20 years old, like 20,
bullshit.
22 or something at the time.
I'm
I was
jealous.
young.
Bullshit, dude.
Yeah, I know you're jealous, Nate, because you didn't escape it.
I got
It fucking-
two of them. I
You
got
got
dosed.
doozies.
Yeah, I got two of 'em.
Dosed. I got dosed.
We lay it all
Yeah,
on the line.
fuck.
We lay it all on the line, dude.
Oh, number 2.
We've
Yeah,
had-
but
we've
no,
been-
you know what? Another thing though, I'd like to know that we're talking video and all that stuff. Talking about the
Oh, yeah.
YouTube and stuff like that. With YouTube, we were talking right off the bat how the quality of Kyle's video is looking very well. And I was wondering, like, what are you using? What's some of your gear that you're using there on your show?
Okay, so the camera I'm using right now is a Panasonic 180 VX, whatever the hell.
Yep. The
it's like
51 times zoom.
What's that?
Is that the one with the 51? It's a handy cam, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
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 Yeah. It's not. I have my 980 VX. That's the one I use for the music videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got 3 of those. The cameras that I'm using on me, I got 3 of those, and then my other good one that is what I normally use for the guests.
Gotcha.
And if I have multiple guests, I got the other cameras, and then I got a Logitech C920 webcam for the room. So I have a room cam as well, and these mic. What is this? MXL
900.
Yeah, 990. I think.
990. That was my first mic. First mic
Yeah.
right there.
Yep, that did look
So I got
familiar.
that. I got a couple Guitar Center specials, the Sterlings over there for the guests.
Cool.
So
Nice.
yeah,
Sweet, man.
yeah, and
That's all you
it's
need.
all about trying to get for your quality though. It's all about trying to eliminate as many chords as you can and streamline it as best as you can directly to the computer.
If you can
That's-
see
that's
what
what
we've
it
got.
Dude, it's a
got-
corded mess. It's all
Oh.
unorganized. I am
Just
fucking
grab
extreme
this
organizer,
camera.
dude.
Grab your
Here,
okay, that's fine.
we'll grab
Here we
Dan's
go.
real quick. Here
Here we
We'll
go.
just-
Behind the scenes,
go.
south of the Straits.
behind the scenes here.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna
This
see
is,
it.
It's still
Here,
green
folks.
screen.
here's some of the
Yeah, green screen.
the bullshit
Oh
right
my
back there.
god.
And then let's see what else can we. Well, you know what we could
Look at my
actually
camera, you bastard.
get. I fucked your camera up.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
Hold on. Let's get the stage PC here real quick.
Ah, yes, the stage
We'll
area.
go over here real quick and see if we can get right behind here. Can we get? Nope. Oh shit. Okay, we can't get quite. to
Yeah, well,
that
see,
fucking
you know,
corner.
but with all the live gear and stuff like that too, when you're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to run, I mean, that's gonna increase it by triple at least the amount of chords.
Oh, there's cords fucking everywhere, dude. There's a snake
Yeah.
that's running down behind below that sign
that
right
wall
there.
that it's pointing at right
Oh
now.
my God, it's-
that's where we're at.
It's like a
behind
5-inch
that wall.
long fucking.
God.
or
That's the
5-inch
rest
thick.
of this. That's the rest of the studio back there. There's like a little kitchenette in there, and we've got this other space over here. But oh look, Nate, look there he is.
Oh, hey, there he is. There he is.
But yeah, we try to maximize the usage of the space as much as possible. So we've got a pretty great
Yeah.
area for people to come in and just chill out off there to the left. You can see those cabinets. There's a table and couches, and it's all decked out and everything, lights and all that. And then there's
Well, we're
yeah.
trying to get bands up here too, man. I mean, you were talking about the local metal scene down there, and our friends Lee Titrot. If you've ever heard of Lee
Why do you
Titrot.
keep saying that?
I love
Lee
calling-
Titrot.
Let it
I love
rot.
It's Let It Rot. Let It Rot.
Yeah, let it rot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of them on here before too.
Yeah, well, we may be having them, and I do believe, but you know, we've been talking about this behind the scenes with AJ and stuff. But I do believe that June 19th is when they're going to be making their way up here from Lansing to AV Studios out here. And
Oh, nice.
they will be performing as the first after, because what Andy and I have been doing for the past few months is reconfiguring all of this fucking, we're talking wires. All of these fucking wires and connections that are, you know, between our booth over here and his booth over on the other side of the building. So we got it to the point now that we can actually broadcast multi-tracked audio at the same time as doing the video and all that stuff.
Okay.
With roughly about 16 cameras potentially out there. Woo! Yeah, so
Spicing it up.
we'll be able to take this to the extent of, you know, where the bands can come in, have a finished product after they're leaving. You know, like it's fucking
Okay, yeah.
You know, one and done. They come in, they can have it fully produced
engineered on the
live.
spot.
Yeah, engineered live during the entire the whole.
You're gonna have all the cams going, but you're gonna be switching the camera work like during their performance
yep,
for the
all the
live
work behind the
video, and then you're
scenes.
gonna hand that to them when they leave.
Yep, after they leave, they get to that.
Hell
That'll
yeah.
well, I mean, see, they're going to be our guinea pigs. Let It Rot's going to be our guinea pigs.
Right,
so
right.
that one will be a broadcast on here. But unfortunately, this is a tough one. You know, this is where we have to charge bands for these things, and I hate doing that. You know, like I really don't like having to charge bands. But at the
think it's
same
worth
time,
it to a
it's a
band.
service that they're earning. They're gaining a lot of shit out of the deal. You know, like
Oh, right.
at a fraction of the fucking price of what they would be paying to get like a fully produced video. Like, I mean, if you go to like a regular production studio, you've got a lot of fucking work that the post production is where you really get killed at. You know, I mean, the stuff that everybody has to sit back and I mean, you got the guy that's editing for hours and hours trying to get everything just fine tuned, and that's where your cost is really going up. You know, and that's the stuff that we're trying
able
to
do.
eliminate. Yeah,
Right, we're just
trying
able
get
to
rid
do
of
it on
that.
the fly.
Yeah.
It's recorded, engineered, everything on the fly, and it sounds great because we know how to engineer this shit on the fly. Andy's an amazing engineer, and
he's done work with some of the greatest people in the music area here.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I know
we're
Frankie
blessed.
from Becoming Human has done work with him. Actually, we've had the Beach Boys have done fucking work with Andy.
Yep.
He's had the Accidentals. I do believe he produced their first album that actually took them to stardom.
Superstardom,
So
yeah.
So yeah, we will be we'll be able to get all that stuff out.
Offering them this service basically where they can come in here and get this video. And here's another cool thing about it: they have a live recording that you could plug in and listen to on the ride home after you get done, and it sounds amazing. And then they have all this footage, which could be B-roll for other videos.
Oh,
they
more
wanna make.
promotional.
It's whatever
your
they want.
EPK.
Anything you
And that's what I tell everybody that comes onto our show. Like, it's not about how many fucking viewers we have. You can clip this show, this interview. It's you in an interview now.
That's
you can
what
take
I
it,
try
add
to
it
say
to your
too.
portfolio.
Like, use it to promote yourself.
Absolutely.
Like, don't just cast it off after a couple days or something. Like, I tell people now too. I'm like, feel free to rip chunks of this podcast out. Just tag me in it. Tag the pod in it
Give
and
us
use it
credit.
to promote yourself. Make reels, make TikToks, do what you want with it. Like, you sat here for 2 hours and talked. Like, do something with it.
Do you ever understand that? Wait a minute, seriously, because from the producer's standpoint, I mean, that's what I go through, you know? Like, after I do a lot of interviews and stuff, and then I see it go from my Facebook page to God knows nowhere, you know, like it's like it's made it there, and I don't see like the other side of it, you know, where it's like I'm telling them the exact same thing. Do something with it. The only people that really ever took advantage of that was Citrus Orange and UKR, User Friendly Killer Robots. When they did their videos in here, they fucking took that shit. They put that into their EPK. Started fucking bam, dude. They started getting gigs like you wouldn't believe.
They just got free advertising basically
Right.
from us. You know what I mean?
Some bands could even use it as their first music video. Just release it as your music video. Right?
You
there,
could do
bam.
that. Yeah.
Why not?
You know?
These videos are
It's
quality
better than
enough.
just maybe a lyric video. At least you're in the video, like
Boom,
performing
thank
the
you.
song.
We review videos and in lyric videos we give like 3 stars tops.
Usually,
You know?
Yeah, because you're rating the video, not the song.
But but
we
from
pretend
the
we're Ed McMahon on Star Search. And we're like 3.5 stars, 3.25 star.
what do you think it is there, Kyle? Like with the after having a guest on, and you're like, yeah, make sure you share this, make sure you use this for your own needs, and they don't do anything with it. Like, do you feel like screaming at the top of your lungs, or what the fuck is that? You know,
We're just relying on the people that view all your videos to watch our video.
Right.
It's like, dude.
Yeah, it's like it does sometimes, but at the same time, it's like I have another one scheduled. I schedule like a month or 2 out. Like what the fuck ever. Then I will just then try to pick out the best reels or the best 1-minute segments or 20-second segments and try to promote that on TikTok and YouTube for my own gain at that point. Because if you don't want to do anything with it, then obviously you just don't care.
Right.
So why did you kind of come on in the first place?
Are you on TikTok?
Where I go with that. Yeah.
Can we find you on TikTok? What's your handle on there?
Obscured State of Michigan.
Okay, all
Obscured
right.
State of Michigan. You know what? We're
Awesome.
gonna check you out on there, actually. Yeah, and then also another guy that you got to be checking out soon that we'll be interviewing here at the end of this month is the or what is his name, Dan?
The guitarist that's the
unknown guitarist. I think is his name.
Guitarist.
Yeah,
The unknown guitarist.
yeah. He's a guy who
Intriguing.
He's on
wears
TikTok.
a paper bag on his head. Yeah, he's on TikTok. And
paper bag.
just plays guitar, for the most part.
He conceals his identity, and he plays like he kills the guitar, and it's like,
So is he
dude,
going to come on the
this is
show
somebody.
with the bag on his head?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Got
this, but you know what I think, dude? This guy's so good. I think that he's somebody that people already know, and he's just doing an experiment, hiding his identity. He's already in a fucking famous band. I already know it. But he's hiding his identity. He's playing, and he's trying to get a real reaction from people, organic reaction of his playing. Instead,
That's
of
what
if
your
they
theory
knew,
is.
If they knew who he really was, they'd be all on his
Buckethead,
dick.
He lost his bucket.
Yeah, this is Baghead.
Maybe he just wants
Bucket head. Yeah, it goes from bucket to bag.
He's good though, man. And he's a dude we found off TikTok. I try to hit up a lot of people on TikTok, like, dude, come on my show. Let's do it.
Let's
you know?
chat, brother.
Well, we're going to go on TikTok Live.
Yeah, you got to have 1,000 of this.
Dude,
We got to get that.
I would totally be down with somebody that was on our show being on TikTok.
I've been a slacker on the
We'll just go on their TikTok Live.
Tickle Talk is that?
Tickle Talk. I don't know what that was.
Oh my goodness.
Go on your Tickle Talk. You
Talk.
go on your Tickle Talk, you little whippersnapper, you
right,
fucking cocksucker.
TikTok's pretty funny. We get a lot of videos.
I don't
from
do
that.
TikTok.
Don't be talking
I've
shit
never
about
done
TikTok, motherfucker.
I've never done it.
I love TikTok. I'm on it all the time.
Yeah, you got to watch the scrolling because you just end up scrolling. And that's why I keep my TikToks like 15 to 22 seconds. I try. I will post some longer ones, but that's where the bigger ones seem to hit.
Well, you know what? I think the best way to get followers on TikTok is just to, like, I'm not a greedy person. I'll follow you. I follow all kinds of people. I'm like, I like the one first line, dude. I'm instantly following you. Like, I follow everybody. And then when you follow somebody, there's a button that pops up for them to have the option to follow you back. And then maybe they'll go see one of your.
Like with Instagram, I know with Instagram, it's not good to follow a lot of people and then have like the same amount of followers and following. It's not good. Yeah, it's like it doesn't do any good for your algorithm. So it's like basically you go and like their shit on your page. So you try to keep your following down. It's stupid. Yeah.
Well, TikTok it's a little bit different, you know. If someone follows me and I have the option to follow them back, I usually do. Unless it's like a bullshit, like
right.
You can tell sometimes, like, oh, this chick's following me, huh? I go look at your videos. It's like one video of still frames of you. Fuck you. You're not real. The fuck out of here. I don't like that. Does that happen to you? Yeah, bot.
No. I have found it to be a struggle to get followers on TikTok.
I don't know why.
I think I got like 40 now.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's extremely difficult. Like I have kind of like an audience, but I just haven't enticed them enough to like subscribe yet. Because I'll get around the same number of views, and it's like, so I have some sort of audience. Just follow.
Oh, you just gained 2 tonight, so that's
yeah.
I mean,
we're fucking.
Hey,
we'll be following you, and then you can follow us back. If someone follows you, follow them back because you're trying to get there too. It's like a good karma thing. That's why, dude, I get at least a couple followers a day because I go and every time I watch a video that I even think is remotely funny, I'm not greedy at all. I follow you, dude. I don't care if I got.
It's one of those things, though. It's one of those things where you're doing research and you're just trying to shit out. You're like, well, I'll just, I'll try this strategy out. I'll try that strategy out. You know, like, should I invite people to like this page? Should I not? It's just like you're all constantly trying to figure out how to advance.
Pain in the
I
ass.
mean, here's the bottom line. Okay, if you want to get followers, put out some amazing content.
Grow boobs.
Yeah.
Amazing content is what is going to get followers every time.
Grow boobs and walk around with your boobs hanging out.
Should I only do like Donald Trump impressions and only put those out? Okay. Oh, sorry. Right there. Right there. Hand of God. I think Hand of God would be a good name for a band. Hand of God.
Yeah.
But if I just did videos of me doing that jump, maybe I would fucking blow up.
I think you would.
We do have another character for our show. He's the mascot. His name's Coke Hogan, brother.
Yeah, Coke Hogan, yes.
He's a cool guy.
Coke Hogan.
I just interviewed him a couple weeks ago. He had him in the studio.
Yeah. We make videos. We make music videos too for only Coke Hogan.
Look at this, man.
I was looking forward to the front man and Coke Hogan thing. But,
look at this, dude.
Yeah.
We've got a wall of Cokester over here.
Oh, the Cokester.
Look, we've got a bust of the Cokester back there. We got his belt. It's behind that tree or it's in front of that tree. You can barely see it. But then we have a wall.
Ground, I think.
He's our dude, man.
He's amazing. Yeah. Him and the front man, dude. I mean, what the fuck was up with that? Like, Coke Hogan makes one music video, front man just crippled, dude. He
crumbled
just fucking
him.
dropped.
Just
He's
crumbled.
Crushed him,
Like, I
dude.
can't do it, man. Because he's a fucking troll, dude. This guy is like the
Just
fucking
a
master
huge
troll. Patrick Bionge is what he goes by now, and he's supposedly a politician. I mean, anybody that's gonna be that's the thing that really pisses me off, though, because he's doing this whole fucking stupid thing just to get his thing out there for political based type of psychological problems.
The root.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. That's what I noticed, at least, was now he's trying to get into politics. Yeah, Coke Hogan's greater than...
So far we went with this shit. Dude.
We went fucking full retard on it, dude.
And you know what? Coke Hogan fucking crushed, bro. That dude didn't have it standard.
He did.
Dude, the song Coke Hogan did, get the fuck out of here. Every Coke has its fizz. You can't outdo that, dude.
Yeah, dude. You can't.
I like to... Go ahead.
No, just the guy. Well, he just can't sing, and why are people even entertaining the idea?
He's a genius
troll.
troll.
Like, that's why I ignored it for so long until it just. Then all of a sudden he had people actually supporting him. I was like, what
Dude, it's because he's one of these guys that's got to have a gimmick.
Going on?
He's got to have a gimmick. You know what I mean? I'm a bad singer, but I think I'm good.
I try
hard, and I'm going to do it every day. And people are like, "Oh,
try
that's so
hard."
nice." It's like I bet you half the people that are supporting you are at your church, right? Like, because no one at your church is going to tell you, "Dude, you suck." You know what I mean? All the people that are following you and supporting you are all these people that are like, "Oh, good for him," because he's stupid. So they're like, "Oh, that's really good. You're really good, bud. He's like, "I'm really good." It's a gimmick, though. It's a gimmick. It's all bullshit. No, he's a politician.
Let me put this online and see how it goes.
Fucking.
I wanted to see a battle so bad, dude. I wanted to see this shit
too.
just fucking blow up into something back and forth, videos. That would have been cool.
Dude, we had it set up
Facebook column right now. Facebook column.
We've tried it.
Yeah, we have.
He won't do
Facebook column. See if he answers.
I don't even want to talk to him at this point, dude. We've
Oh, I'd have to open up a Facebook room. We're not in the room right now. Otherwise, I would. I'd totally.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a private,
all right.
private.
It's private.
Private. But you can see what's happening on our private call on YouTube. Ain't that some shit? It's a back door into the fucking Facebook room that's private. The back door is YouTube. You can come see what's happening in this room via YouTube. So, that's fucking weird. We open this room that no one can get into, but if you go to YouTube, you can see what's going on in here. That should
take
be
this other route, and while you're there, subscribe.
Yes.
So weird. You said coming in the back door, and I just fucking lost it.
It
was just
oh, your ass lips got wet, huh, buddy? Dude.
Not me. No, not
thing for 5 minutes.
Ass lips came out earlier when we were doing the Eminem Joe Pesci.
Yeah. It was
Smack
mathematical.
His ass, mathematical, fantastic ass lips. You know what I'm saying? It's Joe Pesci. I'm about to get messy.
But it's Eminem.
Hey.
Yeah. So I think that would be a great character if we
Spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
Hey, Mama spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
What the fuck you talking about already?
Hey, you talking about me?
Yeah. That's a good concept.
Well, you know what? I wanted to check out a video of yours here real quick, Kyle. This is
you gonna pick one?
Yeah, well, this is the one because we're gonna be wrapping up the show. Actually, here we're gonna be calling her quits here for pretty soon.
Yeah, we made the best out of this interview.
This is the fucking longest interview I've ever had.
We're
I
like
think.
fucking.
Hey, you're talking to another guy that can just fucking talk.
Talking to a guy that's in the podcast, of course. Freddie Miller was the second longest, I think, at this point. From
all right, well, record.
Dude, if you ever get a chance to chat with somebody, talk to Freddie Miller. He's a great interview to
he
go
was
after,
famous
man.
from Jimmy Kimmel Live. He was like the stoner from Michigan. And he's been on Jimmy Kimmel several times. He's starred in movies and everything, and he keeps coming back on our show. Like,
yeah, we just had him on.
Thank you.
We just had him on a couple.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago we had him on, but he's the coolest, down to earth, cool
Stoner.
guy. Like, I mean, this guy
He's
is
a stoner, dude.
he's like, I consider Freddie my friend, you know, like, and it's like
He's our friend.
he's fucking awesome, man. Like,
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
he's not a superstar.
He's really fun to interview with, man. He'll
But he's a
crack you the fuck
superstar.
up.
He's not a superstar, but he's a superstar.
He's like
Fucking superstar.
He's like John C. Reilly. He's like, you know, like John C. Reilly. Like, he's a superstar, but he's not a superstar.
he's like John C.
What
Reilly.
letter grade do we have on this superstar?
John C. Reilly.
On
What's a
Maybe-
super?
they
What's
may
a
be,
su- what makes a superstar, Trump? What makes a superstar?
Oh, Don.
As John C. Reilly would say, they made me pull my butt apart, okay? I did a big shoot, and I spread my butt cheeks. So that's pretty much it, okay? You don't need to do much more. If you want to be famous, let me tell you something. See these eyes? Oh, sorry. Hand of God. Let me tell you something, Nate. You can do it, okay? You can be anything that you want to be. You can pull your butt apart if that's what you want to do. Back to you, Nate.
Thanks.
Trump's eyes look like two buttholes there.
Eyes look like them, yeah. Like the video that I got here, Kyle, is the one that you had sent me titled "Wow." So,
wow,
wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, oh wow,
I'm not gonna say it.
Do you even know what that is, Dan?
No.
You don't even fucking know what that is?
Wow.
Wow, wow.
What about, well, would you look at that? Would you look at that?
No,
Just
wow.
look at it.
Wow.
I'm going to get Ed Bassmaster.
Owen Wilson.
I'm going to get my Ed
Owen
Bassmaster on
Wilson.
the show.
Owen Wilson, bro.
Oh, yeah, okay. Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Guys.
Oh wow.
I didn't catch that monologue. What fucking movie was that from?
It was from it was the combo.
Every movie.
Yeah, he says "wow" in like every fucking movie. Wow. And he says it the same way. There's a compilation out there that you can watch, Dan. If you can look for the Owen Wilson
Just
"Wow"
wow.
compilation.
Dude, you know what video I wish you could find right now? That one that's like banned from TikTok now, where the guy was like sticking his hand through the door to try to unlatch the door, like through the like mail slot. He's sticking his hand, and there's a video, and you see this dude walk around the corner, sneak out around the corner with a ball bat, and like go bam and smash this dude's fucking hand, and he just starts screaming. It's the best video ever, dude. We have it somewhere.
We have it. We did download it. But tell me what this video is real
let's hear
quickly.
about
What is it that we're about to watch?
Oh, this was just like another promo clip, kind of like everything that I've kind of got going on right now.
Okay.
So with the camping, the urban exploring, the podcast, it's just got some background music to it.
Dude, we
so
didn't
we
even
could
get
just kind of end. We could end on this note if you'd like.
I mean,
We
yeah.
didn't even
good
get to the
ending.
camping part. I love to camp.
There's
And
always a part two,
yeah.
Dan.
There's a
you know,
there's
I
a
mean, the
YouTuber
lucky
I
thing
watch.
about tomorrow is you wake up and you get to do it again. So maybe we could chat with Kyle again in the future. You know, I mean,
I will say for the camping thing, I'm gonna have a video coming out next week or the week after. It's one of my stealth camping videos.
How did I guess?
Stealth camping,
dude. That is my
Yes.
favorite shit. You know who I like? Steve Wallace.
Steve Wallace. Yeah, he knows him.
Camping with Steve. Step 2, baby. Cracking one up.
They know who Steve Wallace is.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's my fucking main dude.
That is my jam, dude.
Dude, it's my jam,
me and
too.
my wife both watched. I got her onto him, too. It's great.
Okay.
You watched, Nate?
No, I
watched that?
haven't
No
checked
fucking-
this out.
You gotta watch, dude.
I gotta check this out. Irvin, it's Steve
Yeah.
Wallace.
Dude, Steve
Irvin
Wallace is
Campbell.
my
Steve
dude.
Wallace.
He's like
Just
the
look up
most.
Steve Wallace.
He's
Yeah,
a
dude.
Canadian dude. He's like totally proper. He's like the most proper, cool dude.
Yeah, dude, it's great. It's great.
He's like this little. He's like this little necky, short, necky guy, dude. He's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
though.
he's fucking awesome.
And he eats
Crazy
good food,
neighbor.
like nasty, like cupboard fucking good
That's
shit.
the thing. Yeah, he makes this fucking crazy meals like out and just like
He's-
a roundabout.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Dude,
his
dude, he
latest
did
one
the
is
roundabout.
he
So when
camped
you
in a
do your
roundabout.
stealth camping, where's this video? Like, you want to discuss any of it?
So
wanna
the one
discuss?
that I'm gonna have coming out is from a local park here where I'm at. I just parked. I know somebody that lives across the street, so parked there. Went in kind of at dark and stayed there the whole night. And the video will be out next week, so you can.
Wait a minute, is that what
It's
stealth
sca-
camping
Yeah,
is?
you sneak to a place
Yeah.
where you're not supposed to camp, and you try to camp
Yeah,
out.
you're not supposed to be. You try to camp exactly.
It's fucking great, dude. I can't stop watching.
So wait,
it.
do you have to set up a tent and everything, or
Like I set up a hammock.
so? Is there like a rule? You know, like if it doesn't have a tent, it's not
No,
really
there's
camping.
no rule. The rule
Dude,
is
go watch Steve Wallace. You'll see.
Okay.
There is no rules.
He don't give a fuck, dude. Even in stealth camping, he's like, no one would be able to see me, and they never
There
do
are
see
no
him.
rules.
But
he like slept in a body bag one time. He brought like a body bag out, and just slept in the woods in it. Like,
So it's very comfortable, actually. Like that's the thing, man. When I go camping though, I like need a fucking air mattress. My back hurts, and I'm not sleeping on the fucking ground.
Do we get homeless people and Travers everywhere stealth camping every day?
I
dude?
know, right? They're the best stealth campers ever, dude. Like we need to get these guys on YouTube. Homeless YouTubers.
Yeah, dude. Some of these people
No,
around
they get
Travers,
caught
I'm
too-
not.
they get caught too much and get kicked out.
Dude,
That
there's
would
one.
make fun-
There's
to
one
be
that's
caught.
okay.
That's great
I'm
material, I
not shitting
bet.
you. Right behind fucking Walmart, dude. There's a place where people stealth camp daily. You know, like
Really?
they fucking do this stuff like just for fucking probably like you, Kyle. You know, like wait, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have fun. I'm
They're,
camping
they're
at Walmart.
surviving. It's not camping. They're like fucking surviving.
It's a
bro.
thing. People
Yeah,
do
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Steve camping with Steve. That's my
Camping
shit,
with
bro.
Steve.
He's
Hunker
got that
down,
new
everybody.
hunker down. He's got that. He's got out there on the acreage. There, he's got that little
On the acreage?
Yeah, on the acreage, he's got that little cabin he built, like treehouse.
Yep.
And he's talking about putting in some. This motherfucker's talking about putting in some railroad track or something.
I knew you were a good fan. You watched the latest video.
I watch every video.
Religiously, yep.
I watch
The
every
railroad.
video. Yeah, dude. I think that's a dumb idea, personally, though. Like, what?
This
dude,
is
you're gonna-
like one of the best moments ever, right here. Like I've met another Steve Wallace fan here.
Do you think? Hey,
Yes,
bro,
You're
check
not
it out.
alone.
Do you know how
I'm
many
not
times?
alone.
Do you know how many times I've wanted to like donate to the Beer Foundation, the
Beer donation fund, yeah.
and get on the list? Have you ever been on the list?
Not yet.
I got to. I
Do you
gotta
want
get on.
to? You
I'm
want
thinking
to?
about to.
Let's do it. Let's be on the list at the same
Should
time.
we?
The fuck are you
Yeah, and
talking
shout
about?
each other's podcasts.
Okay. Well,
out.
guess what, Nate? He has a thing where you can donate to the beer fund because he does a step 2 when he first gets.
Step 2, yes.
First thing is you get to the campsite. And then you do a step 2, and that's crack a fucking beer, okay? Just one beer. He's not getting drunk. He's just drinking a beer. And then people suggest beers that he should get or whatever. And then when he sits down and does a step 2, he runs up the list. There's a list next to him that runs up of all the people that donated to the beer fund. And it's like a Patreon.
It's like
but
a shout out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
gotcha.
a Patreon shout out. Yeah.
Exactly. But he calls it the beer fund. And people,
Yeah.
dude, there's like 100 people every time.
There's so many people.
Dude, that motherfucker's
What?
banking, bro.
I know. That's why he can do a fucking railroad in his acreage.
Yeah,
he's,
like,
he's still getting the parts for free though. He's like, we got these from an old school or
Yeah.
an old campground. An old campground.
Dude,
you got the post from.
yeah, that's
I'm like,
right. They pulled
"Gee."
him up. They pulled him up, and they were like pressurized boards, like till the last.
Yeah.
forever. But dude,
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to be making some kind of money there. But
Oh, yes.
he does own a business. I think he's an electrician, dude.
I don't even think he does that shit anymore. I haven't heard him like his earlier videos. He would be getting up like in the morning because he records in the morning too.
Right,
Sometimes
right.
he makes breakfast and shit. And he's like, "Oh, I gotta get back early. I gotta get to the my job." I'm like,
He's an
"No
electrician."
shit."
Well, I mean, he's got to be making. Is he making
Yeah.
all the money that he needs to make just by making these videos? Like, I'm jealous as fuck, dude.
I think so. I think he could be. I think he very well
because
could be.
he's got a documentary that he put out years ago about him just like boondocking, you know. It's
Yep.
like when he's in his 20s or something, and that's where he got pretty much blew up from. He made that documentary, and people then he kept adding these videos to his channel, but it's a
Yep.
YouTube documentary that he made, right? But he was like broke as a joke, broke dick, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And now he's
he
doing
like
pretty
swore and he smoked cigarettes and shit in
Yeah.
his videos and shit too. You're like, wow, this is like a different
good.
side
He was
of
getting
Steve.
drunk
Like,
and
holy
shit.
Yeah,
And he's just like super fucking young in those videos, but that's really cool, man. We can sit and
everybody
talk
should
about-
go check out Steve Wallace.
Small world, man.
Yeah,
See,
he's
that's-
like he doesn't already have enough subscribers.
it's like lightning just struck for Steve Wallace right here. You know, like
Dude, I would love to get him on. I'd love to interview him. You know, maybe we
Yes.
should team up and
well,
try to.
but start donating to the old beer fund there, Dan, and I think
if you guys get him on before I do, like I need to be on for that fucking.
Oh,
podcast.
you're in.
You
We'll
gotta
drive up
get
here.
me- Yes. Oh yes, for sure.
Come in studio.
Absolutely.
I will be in studio.
You can
for that.
camp in our front in our parking lot
I'll
if you'd
stealth
like.
camp. I'll stealth camp.
You know what, dude?
Stealth camp
You want
in
to
the
fucking
parking
know
lot.
something? We have a train caboose across the street from our fucking
Oh,
studio.
perfect place
Oh,
for
It's a
stealth
train
camping.
caboose. I wonder if I could coax him to Traverse City to break in and sneak into that train, stealth camp in that bitch, and be like, dude, you know what I mean? He might. It's so enticing. He might come for that.
He camped in an abandoned gas station before, so like, why not?
Where in Canada? I think he's. Is
No,
he,
he's on the way western
Yeah.
side of Canada.
Yeah, he ain't nowhere near us. He ain't coming to Traverse City for nothing.
Joe Robinette. Joe Robinette is another YouTuber that does similar things, but he does more bushcrafting stuff. He's actually in Ottawa, Canada, which is not that
Not far.
away.
You,
Yeah. And he's
what's-
a famous YouTuber too.
You know who else is a famous
camping
YouTuber
line.
that's from Canada but in London, so very close to Detroit border? One Pug
Who?
Life. Have you
One
ever heard?
Pug Life?
Yeah, One Pug
No.
Life. He's just this dude from Canada, and he does all these like.
It's one of Dan's heroes that's out
Yeah,
there.
man. Yeah, hey, buddy. But no, he's hilarious.
Hey, buddy.
He's got millions and millions of viewers. He makes money off that shit. But check out One Pug Life for like some, Canadian banter. Like if anybody just like
What's this all
destroyed,
about?
if anybody just murdered the English language, it's the Canadians. They just fucking. Sometimes get some guy talk like this, they fucked it up too, right? But Canadians got their own fuckery going on, and I love it. It's like Trailer Park Boys type shit, which we did have. We had Randy from the Trailer Park Boys on our show. That was really cool.
Hi, this is Randy, all the way from Sunnyvale Trailer Park, and you're listening to the South of the Straits show on YouTube. Woo!
He had a cheeseburger picnic up in this bitch. And
Fucking
we hung
Randy
out.
Bobandy, man.
Yeah, he had a couple drinky poos. It was out of control.
That was good times.
All right, man. Let's watch this video, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna watch this video and
All
then
right.
peace out for the evening
I'm
ourselves,
glad we
man.
connected, man.
I am
Okay.
too. I mean,
All
yeah,
right.
this is
This is a
very
great time.
cool. Kyle Harris right here, everybody. This is Kyle Harris and Leah Smitty saying, "Hey guys,
Hey, honey.
hey guys."
We got one
That's Dan's
person. My wife is tuning in.
Dan's wife is tuning in, saying, "Hey guys."
Thanks for the support. Yeah, that's how she's like, hey, guy.
Kyle Harris, obscured state of mind out of the Holland,
kidding,
Michigan
babe.
areas where you're
Yes.
currently located at. Got some cool stuff, obviously, from what he said that's coming up on the way with the stealth camping. This is
Yes.
a thing. This is what people do.
Yes.
So-
And many more podcasts and much more fun stuff to come. So.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm going to be checking it out more, and I'm rooting you on out there. Don't give it up, dude. Number one, I'll tell you that.
You too.
I know.
Can't
we've
give up.
We've been in the game for like 7 years, but it's still we still feel like we're in the same place as we were when we started, you know. But it's like
this summer.
But here we are.
But here we are. We
Bro,
love it, you know.
This
I
summer, come up to Traverse City. Come camping up here. Shoot a video up here or something.
Yeah.
Then come to the
No,
show.
we'll-
Come
we
to our
will.
studio. Check it out. We'll go out on the pontoon boat. We'll go out on the bay. We'll fucking hang out. We'll eat dinner. It'll be a good time.
Hey, we're going
Get a
to
hold of
pontoon
it.
boat.
You're 2 hours away from us, dude. Relax.
Yeah.
Get up here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The pontoon boat.
Hey, we're gonna go out here. We're gonna go over there.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, there's some places like we could go out to Power Island or something, and you could fucking do like a video out there. I mean, there's all kinds of shit.
Dude.
There's all kinds
Oh,
of
yeah,
shit.
I'm down.
Fun shit,
down,
man.
man.
All right, well, Kyle,
Thanks
take
for
care,
coming
man.
on,
Thank you
brother.
so much for coming on at the
Yeah.
last minute chat tonight. They'll took lasted an hour.
That's all right, man.
But it was great to meet you and verbally, shoot the shit a little bit and pick your brain a little bit here and there too. So
for sure, man.
Thank you very much for taking the time tonight, man. And we will talk more with you between now and then. How about that?
All right. Thanks for having me on, man.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. Have a good
Now I
evening,
got to buy a
bros. Yeah.
pontoon boat.
Oh, I hung up. There you go. There was Kyle Harris. That was Kyle Harris from the obscured state of pretty much everything, man. Mine, Michigan, and doing the camping. Doing this wild camping that's going on out there. We're gonna be wrapping up the show for tonight, but I did want to say too as well the John Penman
Dude,
video.
that song was
It's
legit.
fucking great. The music video was great too. The song was good, and the video was top notch,
dope.
man. That was great. Very
The whole
very
shit was
nicely
dope.
produced.
We love John Penman. We love having him on the show every time.
Yeah. John's our
Awesome.
friend,
And
man.
what a fucking dynamite song from John on that last one.
Let's check
shit.
this out really quickly and then wrapping things up. We will be back next week, as we said, in a couple weeks here. 2 weeks exactly. We have the unknown guitarist that's going to be on. So maybe you can figure out who the fuck this guy is. But I highly doubt you're going to fucking figure out who he is because he's got a
Slash.
fucking bag on his head.
He's Slash or
He's
something.
Baggett Head.
Yep.
Baggett Head, not Bucket Head. Baggett Head.
Boom.
Baggett. Take care, everyone. What is this shit?
Yeah, me too.
It's like one of those videos. I get
Urban exploring. Damn,
yeah.
dude, is that our old mall?
How do you keep people on your list? It's always about bringing value, right? Like, are you
144,000
people?
A number found in Revelations chapter 7.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to take you 21 years, like it has us.
Something? Are you, entertaining the fuck out of them? Are you making them feel a certain way?
Don't fucking call your radio station. Don't request songs. And that shit matters. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care. Like, your band is garbage to them. They don't fucking care, right?
Why does he cry Brazil? Coleman hurts
I don't know about that TikTok, but Michelle's all about it. Hey, Michelle, show me your TikTok.
Gabagool, pepperoni, mozzarella.
Gabagool.
Thank you. We'll be back next week.
One more.
Ready? I got it.
There's 4 people watching that. Name yourself, people.
We're dropping you. I'm like, and I laughed. I'm like, they're fucking with me right now. Like, this ain't real. Like,
I will fuck him up on sight. You can tell him right now, and I have him on my friend list right now just to see him and see wherever he is at any time, dude. I fucking hate him, everything he's about. Fuck him. Dude, you don't know me, and you want to talk shit? Fuck you. God, dude. I've been holding on to this for years, dude.
You gotta fix your fucking feedback, bro.
You know what?
Clout, right?
Clout.
Clout.
I also attend UNLV Communications
Yeah, boy, in charge of the money. Yes, sir. Yes,
Money in the
bitch.
bag.
Yes, I didn't even realize that I got so many songs about money.